Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Uh, I'm gonna post. Uh, I need you guys to look at what I'm posting in general because I loaded up Twitch to set up the thing, and this made me. It literally just took me by surprise. Look at it. That's really good. I don't know if it is, but I love it. Uh-huh. That's so good. is to the main screen now, okay? You're good. We are live.
Okay, hello everyone, good evening. Welcome back to While Beyond the Witchlight. I will go ahead and intro our wonderful party here. As if the music wants to play, Roll20 looks at the bar that says it's not loading. Come on, man. Ah! This is a bit where I just start doing the music myself, I just start singing.
Godspeed.
Gets my guitar out.
Wait.
No,
I wouldn't be averse to
will not come
that
very well
though.
through
I'm
this
not gonna
mic.
lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until I start singing on Dead Floor, then you'll be the worst of it.
In fact, if someone else was going
Excuse
to make
me?
the joke, I was going to.
You think I would be
Until
averse
I
to
start
hearing
singing on Dead
Undead
Floor.
Thrall? Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I've sung it like every Haven now. It's so fucking
And
funny.
we love it.
It's my legacy. No, it's my
Throw some
legacy.
bones at you.
Awful. Right.
I know.
Okay, I think the music is now starting. So now I will properly intro us. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Hither, where we currently stand in the middle of Prismere, a domain located within the mysterious, magical Feywild, where our adventurers have now landed for the next part of their adventure. Taking a spin through the Witchlight Carnival landed them in the presence of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light after a very valiant effort to covet the Witchlight vein from the carnival owners. Being brought into the Hall of Illusions, a reflection of the past, present, and everything that our party will end up being. They were then told that everything they desire, everything they are looking for, that their hearts have been yearning for, and their hearts have beat for, lies on the other side of a mirror located within the Hall of Illusions. After saying a very simple phrase, our party were transported into the Feywild domain of Prismere, with CL as one of the party members and the last person to hold the Witchlight Vein being told a couple of important things about what to expect when crossing over to the other side. The most important, perhaps, being mind the rule of three, future, present, and past, find the Alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. What that will mean for our adventurers and where that will take them on their journeys is yet to be discovered, but as they tread through the murky bog of Hither, the first location they've arrived to within the mire of Prismere, they head towards Slanty Tower after their encounter with a couple of very, will not use the word fearsome, or definitely use the word playful Harringans, an intimidating band of brigands who try to steal something from our adventurers. Not anything monetary nor materialistic, but in fact a memory. A perhaps nod into what to expect within the Feywild, that sometimes the things that are more physical that mortals hold on to are less important in the Feywild, and things like memories, emotions, and that which is incredibly important to us are all but to be played for. As our heroes now head towards the Slanty Tower, the site of which a terrible crash happened off in the distance, a hurtling hot air balloon that seemingly sunk from the sky into the damp bog down below, our adventurers head off towards the Slanty Tower to see what they'll encounter next on their journey throughout Prismere. Let me play the next bit of music. I forget his little face is in the bottom right corner. Look at him.
Oh, the rabbit, the
It's me,
Harengon.
sorry.
Yeah. Arangorn.
I turned the music down a little bit. I think that
Oh,
one
thank you.
specifically is just a tad loud, so apologies. You should be able to adjust it in Jukebox. It's one of the top tabs in the just above the chat.
Yeah, I
But
click the jukebox and it just tells me what it's playing. There isn't any options for me
oh,
to
okay.
like turn anything
It's
down.
me to do it then. No worries.
That's fine then.
All right.
Sorry, I just
So,
wanted to know because I was
no,
struggling
you're
to hear
fine.
you a little bit. But I did hear
That's
everything.
okay.
I
I
did hear
wasn't saying
everything.
anything too. I wasn't saying anything awfully important.
It's important
I
to
All
was
of
me.
it's
recapping the
important.
session.
How
It's
dare you?
important to me. How dare?
Oh, right. So, you tread across the soft ground underfoot, the the mud sinking beneath your feet. As your first steps into the Feywild have been somewhat damp, perhaps far less pleasant than you've expected, the hum of fireflies fills the air as the chirping of crickets harmonizes in a discordant melody, flooding the the ambience around you and filling your senses, as the perhaps rather unpleasant smelling water of the swamp below you is somewhat putrid as you go to step over it. As you walk towards the slanty tower, about to cross over the murky stream in which the Harringons a couple seconds before had just crossed over, I'm going to have you do something here.
Ooh.
You recall just moments ago when you looked down into your reflections and saw not your faces staring back at you, but seemingly an image, a vision presented from somewhere else within Prismere, where you'll know not, at least for now. But the mystery has only given way to more questions and very little answers that you seem to have surmised from your time since leaving the Witchlight Carnival. The colourful lights and the cacophony of voices screaming in delight and awe left behind you, to perhaps now a much calmer yet not entirely pleasant scene that has been laid out before you, taking your first step into Hither. As you arrive here, I just need to check what check I need you to make. This can go ahead and load, please. Alright.
Oh shoot, I don't think I... Did I? Okay, never mind. It says that I'm cleric 1. Does that mean I'm cleric level 1? Or because when I click level 2, like when I click level up, it says that I am level 2.
Did you level up in a different class?
No, no?
No, I've just checked your sheet, you're fine.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to double check there.
Yeah, you're good. It might have just not updated. It is a little bit notorious for being a little bit slow.
That's perfectly fine
Right.
then. I just wanted to make sure.
As you're about to cross over through the muck, you'll notice that seemingly just where you saw these reflections moments ago, iridescent bubbles begin to just erupt in the muck. A very quiet, almost sound of exhaled gas that then begins to form these very large bubbles on the surface. You'll notice that just across from you, that a bubble will make a very pronounced popping sound just over, I want to say, here. Can you see there's just a couple of twigs on the other side of the bog to you?
Sorry.
Oh, you're on the wrong map. My bad.
Okay, I was just like,
I'm such an idiot,
I can't
No,
see
it's
anything.
It's me. It's my fault. You'll just see just through this twig that's sticking out of the mud behind you. You'll watch one of the bubbles rise and pop just a couple of feet away from you. As it does this, suddenly the air will be filled with the almost what's the word I want to use here? This fetid scent of almost like old cheese, and suddenly you swear that you can hear very faint laughter echoing in the air as it does. Sorry, I am like roll 20. Can you actually just not troll me?
It's alright. The anticipation only continues to swell very aptly.
Now, realizing in order to cross the bog, you'll have to very carefully avoid these bubbles. I will need you all to make me a survival check if you're going to cross over the other side. And you'll need to do this to get to the slanty tower.
I love we're going on a bear hunt. Let's go.
Let's see what this is.
I want to see the guys keep hating this guy.
Oh, great! Mhm. Me and
Why?
you, Vivi. Me and you.
I
Me
was
and
gonna say,
you. Me and you.
I'm nervous because Oz
It's
is
okay,
currently
girl, we go down together.
carrying
Exactly.
carrying Odette.
Oh, I'm carrying you.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're currently carrying me right now.
Play nice, you two. Sorry,
Alright.
the cats are fighting.
Can't believe his total party kill just immediately.
Brilliant, I need you to make one as well.
Oh, Adam is no longer in Roll20.
Oh no, we've lost an Adam.
No, I'm here. It was internet being weird. I am back.
Maybe you guys are
Hey.
both having issues, because if you are having issues loading stuff.
No, we're on. We're tethering right now, so we shouldn't be. We're not on the same network, so that shouldn't be an issue. But I think I'm okay now. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed for you, my loves.
Trillian, CL, and Odette, you managed to cross the mire of the swamp with relative ease, very carefully dodging out of the way of the rising bubbles that proceed to rise and pop on the surface. What's up?
May's on top of me. Remember, I was carrying her last
Oz
session.
is carrying me right now,
So,
so
because
I...
she successfully done it, does that carry over, or does that outweigh mine, or do we both go down because
I
of
will
mine?
have that as I'll have that as Adette's ability to actually cling on to you while this is happening. So I'll say that Adette very probably artfully is able to just about dodge where this gas is going to arise. But I will then tell you, Vivi, and Oz.
So sorry.
Occur. No, you're okay. Sorry, that wasn't terribly clear. And I will. Let's do this. What am I rolling here? Okay. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Oh, that was
6, 7.
I realize what the
God.
dice have rolled, and I fear this has been done to fuck me over. Vivi, as you try to daintily step over these bubbles, just as you go to hop over one, you manage to just pop another with the sole of your shoe. As the gas explodes and begins to rise up to meet your nostrils, where unfortunately you do take quite a sharp inhale of it, you notice that hideous warts begin to just erupt over your body.
Oh,
they don't
lovely.
hurt, they don't seem to be anything but perhaps maybe unsightly, but they'll just kind of begin to ripple across your skin. Spreading from your arms and then feeling as if they spread up your neck towards your face, and then also coalesce onto your legs as well. Oz, as you go to very carefully tread over the swamp bubbles, it is perhaps a little bit trickier with a debt on your back, actually, an extra weight that you're not typically used to carrying. And try as you might, you do manage to carry her most of the way across the swamp. But as you manage to just about burst a bubble that you don't quite notice at the edge of your foot, you will find that you begin to start hiccuping uncontrollably.
Great.
To the point where it impedes perhaps every couple of breaths and maybe every word. Not every word, but every couple of words. I'll put you on the other side.
Vivi will sort of just look at herself in absolute, like, very uncharacteristic, just disgust as she kind of beholds her arms, and she just goes, I've been here for 10 minutes! This is vile!
If it helps, do you make warts look good?
She will just look at you and raise a brow and goes, even certain angels wouldn't make this look good. She'll kind of like swat her arms, trying to like get, if that would make any effort and things, and not seeing them budge. She'll just sort of like just grimace as she looks at them. She goes, and she kind of pulls her like cloak around her, and she's like, I look foul. It feels foul.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it could always be worse. Probably.
I
mean,
mean,
The only
was that not the right thing to say?
uh, I mean,
the only
oh,
the only thing that would make this worse is if I turned into a frog.
Which could happen.
I mean, none of us have polymorph, right? Do any of you have it? No? I think you're fine. Oh, God.
Well, okay. I don't have any way to help you, and I'm very sorry about that. However, maybe it's just a temporary thing.
So I feel disgusting.
Don't worry, I'm sure.
You could
I'm sure.
bandage it up and just not look at it.
Do you have any bandages I could use? I have none.
Hmm.
I do have a parchment, and I do have a disguise kit with me.
Oh, the disguise kit might work. Are you okay as well, Oz? You got hit by the bubble as well.
You can see he's just trying really hard not to hiccup at all, and you just see his shoulders jumping up every time. And he's trying to keep his mouth straight as possible, but you can still hear the slight sounds erupting from him. I just don't know if I can roleplay that well.
Oh dear.
At least you've got. At least it's not warts over your skin, Oz. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
You can tell he looks extremely guilty because it's clear he got the better deal out of the two of them.
Ronnie, would you allow me to use the disguise kit as a way to disguise the arms of Vivi?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll let you go ahead and do that in whatever way you see fit.
Yep, then you'll see Ciel kind of handily just take his backpack down, open it up, grab the disguise kit out, look inside, bit confused. Then decide to deal with that later. Open the disguise kit and basically use a combination of makeup and some loose ribbons to hide away the warts on Vivi's arms. So just make like a nice like how's it called, like ribbon um on her arms. It's like almost wrapping her up like a very pretty gift-like way.
She looks at them with like there's a sort of sense of like gratitude that's undeniably there, but like she's still sort of holding her hands, and she can almost like feel them like pulsing beneath the wraps, and she just goes, "Look, I just hope we could get rid of these soon."
I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can. It's I have never learned anything about gas bubbles having such adverse effects. I'm truly sorry.
I mean,
It's okay.
anything you would have learned would also not apply here, would it now?
I suppose, yeah, you're right. Um, I think maybe I have spare gloves. Um, I don't know. Like, Odette starts searching her person, to try and, like, find something to help. Because, like, Vivi and Odette, they're both from Baldur's Gate. And, like, appearance does carry a certain weight. So, Odette does feel really bad about this situation.
It's okay. I think the best thing we can do is keep moving. As unsightly as these little blights are, it'll have
Well,
to.
chances are, if what this is, I mean, let's face it, the people who live here, it's probably happened to them as well. So I guess if probably the further in, the sooner we'll find someone who knows how to treat whatever's happened. I mean, who knows? Maybe we could find a way of getting rid of it just around the corner. So yeah,
I hope
I'm
so.
sure. I'm sure you'll look fine after CL's done with you, and we'll find something straight away. Yeah. If not, I mean, you know, there's always cloaks.
I hope so. Oh,
At
well, at the
least.
very
Oh, sorry.
all she was gonna say was like, at the very least, some of them are now covered. They itch.
Oh dear. Well, at the very least, you have a wonderful personality.
She like looks up at you and just has a very like strained smile that just comes across her face. And
She's.
her eyes
Oh,
are just screaming like, "Oh, I wish."
Odette is like has a very forced smile as well, but you can tell like she does feel really bad for you.
Yeah. Right. Well, the sooner we find someone who can get rid of this, I think the better.
I agree. I agree.
Ronnie, is there any way we could investigate the warts on her skin or look at them closer to see if there was a way we could get rid of them? Or is
They
this kind
look
of a
to
null and
just
void
be.
point? It's just a disadvantage
no, it's a
thing.
very valid question. They look to be an effect of the gas from the marsh bubbles. In the same way that your hiccups probably feel.
So it's like a magical effect.
You can, yeah. So you can make me an Arcana check here, or a Medicine check if you'd like. Either is good. Arcana or Medicine feels suitable.
Probably not great.
Oz, you've had a careful study of medicine in the past, given where it is you've come from. There doesn't seem like anything that feels familiar to you. Do you imagine that, given that this was due to inhalation of a gas, that this might go down within due time, perhaps from where the gas may run its course through both of your bodies entire? Adept, from taking a look at Oz, who's been very quietly trying not to hiccup, and the warts that have appeared on Vivi's skin, both seem rather harmless. You imagine that this may just be a cause of the magic in the Feywild, and that something like a lesser restoration might sooner get rid of them, but given how your careful inspection of them, you imagine that they probably will pass in due time, maybe about an hour.
Hmm.
Well, while the smart people are doing something smart about this, Niall is going to finish doing their magic on Vivi's arms, just presenting it again as just covered with makeup and laces, almost like a ballerina. Close the disguise kit, put it back into his backpack.
She gives you a very as a grateful nod there. She kind of moves like a sort of robot penguin. Like her arms are just out, and she's just trudging, moving, waddling or Aussie waddling. But yeah, she's very grateful nonetheless.
Now, dear, you might want to start learning how to live with these two, because if we are going to continue going through here, you might need those arms. It's going to put back his backpack.
Thanks, Theo.
I believe it's probably best for us to keep moving. Oz, I don't know if this will help, but maybe if you say I am a fish, it might stop you from hiccuping. I am not a fish.
He just looks at you and shoots you a frown.
Oh,
And just I'm not falling for that.
No, I'm being serious. Tell yourself I am Oz, and I am not a fish. And
He turns
maybe
away and walks away from you.
she's trying to help.
He's just too embarrassed, I'm afraid. He's a bit boyish when it comes to things like this.
Odette huffs, and
Alright,
she's
as
just
you-
like, what do I do?
As you cross over to the other side of the sinking mire, peeling your way through the swirling mists, you head towards the Slanty Tower, the location on your map where you saw only moments ago well, actually, it wasn't moments ago, really, was it? It was quite a while ago because it was before the Harringons showed up. You saw a very extravagant hot air balloon suddenly puncture midair and seemingly start sinking towards it. Taking more careful steps now that you've survived the worst of the marsh gas bubbles, you adjust yourself to the sinking mud beneath your feet, and heading through the mist, arrive at the Slanty Tower, not too far from where you arrived. I've put you on a little map here, if you can see it.
Yes.
As the mist seemed to lead you to a very tall structure in the distance, a silhouette that you can only see from afar. As you grow closer, you watch as they coalesce around the top of this crumbling stone tower that rises out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. Black brambles surround the base of the tower, clinging to its lower half. Hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles 30 feet above the surface of the swamp, thus 30 feet from you. So just to give you an idea of this image, you can see this map here is divided into two halves. This right side is to show you what the tower looks like, and this left half is the half that you are on, still in the middle of the very damp bog, with tree stumps that rise up to guide your path. You're on a little bit more of solid land at the moment, but you can see now where this structure is stood. Just to give you a couple of height senses here. The leaning tower is 50 feet tall, 20 feet in diameter. There is a basket, a large woven one, hanging about 30 feet up from you. And these black brambles, which start off quite verdant and spiky, but from the top, but seemingly are darkened towards the root, appear to rise up to just about the same height. They are clustered in about a dense patch around what you would imagine is an open doorway. As you arrive here, I'll tell you this much, and I'll let you decide what it is you'd like to do. You hear a whispered voice that feels like it's trying to be quite quiet, but given the timbre of the tone, is really struggling to be. And it seems to be coming from the basket that's hanging off the side of the tower. You can all see that on the right side of the map here.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear a voice that says, "You there! I need your help, please."
Vivi, very like nondescriptly going, Aku goes there! Where are you?
And you'll just hear this this figure in the basket just starts shushing you, seemingly cutting you off. And he goes, "Shh, keep your voice down. I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talipar, as one of the Summer Queen's most loyal servants, ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Brightstraw when our balloon was set up by an ill wind and sent plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honourable Wigglewog, did not survive. I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help me. I must tell my queen of the fall of Frismere. Please."
A little, please.
Can I be a pain? I stopped hearing things after you said honorable Wigglewog.
Oh, sure, no worries. He said, "My pilot, the Honourable Wigglewog, did not survive." Then he did a very dramatic inhale, seemingly where he's quite sniffly and seemingly sad about the matter. She said, "I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help me. I must tell my queen of the fall of Prisma."
Okay. But we don't even get to see Wigglewog. What's his name?
Sir Talabar.
Sir Talabar.
Vivi will once again sort of like call back and just go, sort of try like sort of hushy voice, and go, "Okay, Sir Talavar, we'll try and help." And she'll turn back to the group and just go, "Could we?"
Julian was looking and go, I mean, how? Do we just how? None of us can fly, right? How do we get up there?
I have an idea.
What?
Though,
You could climb.
to be fair, he might not survive, so that wouldn't be very helpful.
You do inspire curiosity, my dear lady, so maybe you should still tell the idea.
I could shoot the basket and have it fall. I mean, he already fell from quite some height, so I'm sure he could survive 30 feet. As long as I don't
That's a
accidentally
fair
hit
guess, I
him.
think.
Ozzy shooting his head violently.
As you say that, Adette, you'll just hear a voice from the basket go, "I assure you, I cannot, actually."
He has a
You'll
remarkable
also just
hearing.
hear, as you, Trillian, as you said, you should just hear him go, "Shh, shh. There are two serpents asleep in the brambles. They are terrifyingly large and terrifying. Just outside the tower door. If you awaken them, it might put the squeeze on you, or worse, devour me."
Okay.
Why must we? Sorry, go on.
No, just that I would argue that them targeting us is worse for us than them targeting you.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah.
There's a pause for a moment where you imagine whoever this is just thinking about what you said. And says, Well, I will leave you some time to figure out what it is you'd like to do about my predicament. But know this, if you are able to so nobly free me, I will speak your praises to my queen. For however much bearing that has upon you."
Vivi will
That sounds
kind
like
of
a
like
fair
look,
point.
she'll look around at the party and go, "Well, I think this is a wonderful idea. We should rescue him. Any of us was stuck in a little basket like that hanging off a tower, we'd want rescuing as well."
I mean, I've been hanging out of windows a few times, and people just pushed me off with them, so I survived. I could too.
Between hiccups, Oz is just after every couple of words he hiccups. We can't ignore someone that does need our help. Plus, don't we need to find this queen anyway?
I mean, I disagree on the first point, but I do agree on the second. We are here to find her, aren't we? Presumably.
If the snakes are guarding the door, we can't climb up the tower. And I can't shoot him down because of the snakes. We could potentially...
Is there a way to climb without waking them?
I don't know. If we were to wake them, could we lead them away? Are they protecting the tower?
I mean, we could either try and sneak past them, or we could have a bait.
Does anyone know how to speak with them? Could always just talk. Them, tell them to go away.
I mean, I guess I could try. It depends on what they talk.
Wouldn't our friend in need have spoken to them if that was something he could have done if they were friendly? I worry waking a hostile enemy.
I mean, I just want to know how they're going to go get him, though. Like, you said it could get him, but how? I mean, wouldn't that be useful?
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe while they go to get him, we could just catch their tails and let them climb us up.
But they might eat him, and we need him.
Sir, how comfortable are
level.
you with jumping 30 feet?
I need to actually. Where's his sheet? Hold on. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to have an echo effect on his voice so you can hear that he's talking from a height. One moment. Here we go. Jumping 30 feet I could do, given that I am gifted with the skill of flight. However, fair maiden, I'm currently locked inside a cage, and I cannot get out.
Oh,
How
that
then?
certainly complicates things.
This guy's really not helping himself, isn't it? There's always
No.
something problematic to
How
him.
could he fly out if he's?
I mean, Wigglewog was flying.
Yeah, so he's in a to give you the logistics of it, he's in a bird cage inside the basket, and the hot air balloon was being flown by Wigglewog, who was the balloon's pilot.
Give me a second, I think a parcel arrived.
Oz just tries to shout, but as quietly as he can towards him between hiccups. How did you end up in the cage in the first place?
You hear a very discontented sigh from within the bird cage, and you'll just hear the voice there again. It was that dastardly of Lorna Brightstraw. Once you free me, I'll tell you moreover of my story and my exact predicament. But quickly, I fear the snakes down here have not had a meal in quite some time, and if they don't go for me, they may go for you.
Okay, that confirms that they're hostile.
Okay, so do we want to enter the tower maybe and try and see if we can climb up from the inside, or just shoot it down and hope for the best?
We could run quickly enough to close the door behind us.
I mean, if we shut him down, we could... I could command the snakes to leave him alone.
You can just
Doesn't
do that?
that only work on one?
Oh yes, there's two of them, aren't there?
Yeah.
Something of note, however. Unfortunately, I fear even if you do manage to get me down, you'll not have the key for my bird cage. I believe I know who has it. I'll make you a worthy deal, I hope. If you are able to obtain the key and come and free me, I'll not only sing of your virtue to my queen, the summer queen of the Feywild, I will offer you my magic sword in return.
I mean, both adding complications and boons to his rescue, so I guess this ties balance out.
Well, I
Oh.
think we should help him regardless.
I agree with Vivi.
I'm a fan of the sword, so I'll help.
I'm a fan of being well spoken about for once.
Right.
We need this for the objective ahead.
Okay. I think, speaking OC, I think potentially is the door like covered in brambles as well, or can we easily access it?
The door is. Let me just have a check for you. So the black brambles cover the ground within 30 feet of the tower, clustering in a dense patch around the open doorway. So the doorway is open. The brambles are difficult terrain. You imagine that they probably, if you want to make me a nature check here, or even a perception check, either's fine.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, all of us can do it.
whoever would like to, yeah.
Uh, I'm not drinking anything, so let's try.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
on.
Ciel, you take a closer look at these brambles that are covering the doorway. They're woven quite thickly, and the densest patch appears to be clustered around the open doorway. However, you know perhaps from whether it be from your upbringing or maybe a familiarity of seeing brambles like these before, which are more resemble twisting vines that are thorned in nature and quite thick to boot, that they typically are quite vulnerable to fire. While they might be immune to things like more psychic magic, they probably have the potential to be burnt away. The safest way to probably do this, though, given that there are giant snakes sleeping within them, would probably be to somehow ask or chase the snakes away. Given their size, it's probably not wise to enter into any sort of fight with them. But once the snakes perhaps have been carefully lured or shooed away, that the brambles would only need a matter of damage, shall we say, in order to carefully get past them, whether that be in the form of blades or flame.
So CL is going to give it like a low hum to the brambles. Go, odd thing, but I'm pretty sure I know how to deal with them.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, well, pretty funny story. I'm not entirely sure where is this funny story coming from, but I recall quite well that they are very susceptible to fire, which makes sense. They are plants. However, we probably don't want to burn them before we deal with the massive snakes that sleep inside of them. And mind you, by everything that our friend has said, and but by my own intuition, and I have really good intuition when it comes to problems, I would probably not try and fight them. Maybe we can distract them or politely ask them to go away.
Like I said, I can command them, but I do believe they would have to be awake.
Yes, but what's the chances of you commanding them? They're going to get angry at you commanding them and come back.
Mm,
Maybe as long as we're quick, we don't need to worry about that.
Mm.
However,
Whoops, didn't mean to press that, sorry. I mean, we're not going to do anything sitting here, so I guess lead the way, CL, seeing as you seem to. Your intuition shows you everything, perhaps? Maybe?
instruct us how
Oh,
you see fit.
oh, thank you, Trillian. I'm so glad that you're so happy to throw me immediately to the snakes.
I never said I was happy.
oh.
I know.
We can talk about that later if you need someone to speak to, Trillian. Jaws just puts a hand on your shoulder, like genuine, and like look in his eyes.
Your hiccups stopped when you said that.
That's how genuine he was.
I just said he's been doing it ever since because I can't do a guy's voice hiccup.
I know.
I'm so oh okay. Did
I
they
was joking saying that for that. I was joking saying for that one bit it stopped.
Oh my god, yes, perfect for him to say something really meaningful. Yes, perfect.
No,
All right, fine. If we have no other plan, I guess we can talk. I would like to lead the way to see if we can see the snakes.
If they were snails, it would be a different story.
It would be.
Well, didn't
But,
our
unfortunately. Go on, sorry.
didn't our friend up there tell us that that may not exactly be wise, especially if we can't distract them?
Like I said, I can command them.
And then what if that doesn't work?
Do you
Who
doubt my
has the key?
abilities?
No, I truly I do not. Of course, but I'm only thinking of the very small possibility. I don't want any of us to get hurt.
And we also do have the problem that we don't know what to do with him because we don't have the key.
Well, we can't just leave him there.
We
Can-
can temporarily.
No.
We could split up. Some of us could search for the key, while others of us maybe help him out of his predicament.
Or we could just hold on to the cage after we get him.
Actually, is the cage attached to the balloon? Like the basket?
It's in the basket, so you can't see it. It just looks like he's talking from the basket.
Okay,
He's just
so-
mentioned that he's in a cage.
If we were to get up there, right? Would we be able to remove the cage entirely, or would we have to have the key to get him out?
No, you could take him. You could take him in the cage out,
Okay.
and then take him wherever. Yeah. So he's just suggesting that he's saying you'll need the cage to get him out, but whether you want to go look for the key and come back, or then get him and then go look for the key is up to you.
Okay.
Considering he's hanging off of a building, I don't think Oz would want to leave him.
So, my dear heroes and goat people, I would really need you to make a decision whether we're leaving him, we're taking a key, are we trying to talk to the snakes politely, are we trying to shoo them away? Because we need a direction.
Why don't let's deal with the snakes first together. Let's see if we can get them to go away, and if we have to fight them, at least we're all here together. And then I
If
don't
we
know.
do split
Yeah,
up, could some of us lead the snakes away in a chase?
but then then the problem is that if the snakes then attack, then you don't have the rest of us to help, and that makes it dangerous for the
Unless we
person
can
there.
evade them and
Hmm.
get them to lose our tracks, but that is risky.
I think we should just.
Oh, sorry.
I think we just deal with the snakes now, and then split up afterwards, maybe when the danger's over.
Well, I can take care of one snake, probably.
So there would only be one we needed to lure away.
Yes. I could force one to leave while we deal with the other. We just can't attack that one specifically. Okay?
Yeah.
If I can wake
Sounds like
up one at a time, we could get them to leave. I could only do it with one. And then we figure out what to do with the second.
And it's a better idea than just doing nothing. So I think we try it.
then it is your time to shine, my lady. And Ciel is going to kind of bow
Very well. Okay. Odette is going to try get as close as she can to where the snakes are, I suppose. Thank you. She's gonna make her way over here. And
Evie will
Yeah,
sort of like
because
pat her on the shoulder and just go, "I believe in you," before she goes.
oh, thank you. And into like this snake here. How do I do it? This one. Do they need to be awake? Sorry. For this, or could I command them while they're technically weakened mentally? I guess.
I'm gonna have a check. I believe they have to be awake because they have to be able to hear you.
Yeah. I just stand in front of the snake, and
It's
you know how like in
Just
Epic.
before you use a spell slot on this, the wording of command is the target. I believe. Oh, I'm just gonna have a check. I'm trying to just figure out whether they need to be able to understand you.
Mm.
The spell has no effect if the target is undead. It doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. Okay. Maybe. Oh, let me have a look.
Someone be munching.
what
Right.
is munching?
Oh, don't be sorry.
Don't be sorry, it's funny.
I'll be munching soon because I ordered pizza.
You know what made me laugh?
Oh, yeah.
See last
Lucky
session,
we've not had dinner yet.
when we were in like the food area, I could hear like 3 different people munching, and I was just like, this is so in character. I'm so immersed right now.
My immersion.
My immersion.
Yeah.
No, you know how
They've
oh, go on.
they've changed it so that it doesn't need to speak your language to understand it.
Oh, slay. Okay.
Nice.
But
But-
I believe it
cool.
does need to be awake because it needs to quote unquote hear it. But yeah.
Okay.
If you like went up to its ear and whispered it in its ear while it's sleeping.
I whisper my commands into the snake's ear. No. Okay. You know how in Epic, when Odysseus shouts at Polyphemus after he's blinded him, and he's like, "Hey, Cyclops!" She kind of
Yeah.
does that to the
Oh,
snake
no.
in front of her, loud enough to probably wake the snake in front of her, but maybe not the one further back. She's just close enough. You know what I mean? To wake it up, hopefully.
Can you make a? Let's go ahead and call this a. Just trying to figure out what. In order for you to wake it so that it's loud enough to affect this snake, but not loud enough to affect the other one, I'll ask you for either either animal handling or performance. We'll go with that. Or survival, even actually. Animal handling, performance, or survival.
I'll try
We're going for
survival. Okay, we'll do that.
Ooh.
Oh, to be fair, stealth actually also works
Oh,
pretty well.
shit.
That's fine. I'll take
I clicked the
No,
wrong one.
it's no. It's actually I didn't even think about that. But if you want to use the stealth one, I'm completely okay with that because you are trying to do
It's a
something
good
quite
roll, go
stealthily.
with it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then she will do that. She will basically shout at the snake. And when it is awake, she will, since she has its attention, she will immediately cast command and just say, leave.
Sorry, that was a whispered roll for some reason. Give me a moment. Whisper toggle off. Never whisper balls. There we go. That was it.
Okay. The
You'll-
target
You'll watch as
follows
this
the command.
large. You'll watch as this large emerald snake will awaken, blink its glowing yellow eyes, staring at you as if you were its prey. It will let out a very palpable hiss in your direction. But as you command it here, it will seemingly almost shrink back where it coils itself around the bramble and then proceed to slither away. Seemingly darting off where for a moment it's camouflaged into the vines
Hmm.
and then disappears into the beyond.
Lovely. Odette will step back. I believe that's concentration? Is that a concentration one? I can't recall.
I don't believe so. No,
Okay.
it's instantaneous.
Okay, that's good. She steps back and breathes like a sigh of relief. Now we only need to deal with the second one.
And then there were one indeed. Oh, how marvelous!
Well done. That was truly impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Now, how do we
Dangerous lady.
deal with the second snake?
I mean, is the second snake awake? We could always wait for the first one to leave and then
I,
try
I,
again.
I think we just watch the first one leave. I mean,
No.
I could cast it again, but then I wouldn't be able to use any more spells for a little bit. So if I do that again, I won't have any first level spells. I could still use my cantrips though. But I do not mind doing that by any means at all.
We could cover you with the rest.
Yeah. So if you guys could cover Odette in any sense, after that, I could potentially do that again.
Okay, hang on a minute. Ronnie.
Actually, hold on, wait. You hang on a minute. 1 second.
Okay.
You roleplay however you wish.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
I've given time to Lauren.
Vivi's face, like she'll look at the one sat at the back, and her smile will just widen into this like grin that you haven't exactly seen on her before, and her eyes just glisten with something that you can't quite sense for a minute as she just goes, "Well, there's always another way we can get rid of it,
Oh.
isn't there?"
Is there? Ciel is going to look slightly confused.
Vivi is going to chuckle to us and just go, "Oh, yes, my friends. We could always." And she's going to launch a fireball at it.
Oh.
Oh my god. What?
Oh boy. Vivi, what the fuck?
Vivi, we were supposed to talk
What?
about this before.
Well, if we simply kill the little blighter, then they won't to begin with, won't they?
You cut out there
The
after
fireball-
Blighter?
Oh. Sorry, what?
You
Neil-
cut out after you
Lauren,
said
right?
Blighter,
Yep.
sweetheart.
Yeah. All she said was, well, if we simply kill the little blighter, then it won't be a problem, will it?
Oh.
Such unneeded violence is uncharacteristic of you.
It's just, has your voice changed as well? What's happened?
Has our violinist just completely lost it all of a sudden?
Does it hit it?
It doesn't.
Wonderful. She's gonna take a step forward and do it again.
Well, it will wake it up is the issue, and now I need to put you in a turn order.
Yeah, that's fine.
You'll watch as this snake will immediately blink its golden eyes, now staring at you, seemingly watching as a bramble just to the right of it will seemingly just catch fire and then simmer down, where it turns the skin of it to turns the skin of it black. And the snake will begin to slither out of this brambles here, eyeing you up as its next meal, and will lunge to attack. Can you roll for initiative, please?
Oh, fantastic. Okay, cool. I guess I get to be my serial self.
Oz is gonna like brace for fighting, and he's just gonna look at
Oh, boy.
Vivi in between hiccups. I'm so disappointed in you.
Actually, Ronnie, I would like to use my
Yep.
alert feat. As
Yes,
Ciel would
absolutely.
like to look at Trillian and go, maybe stop her, and I would like to offer you to swap our initiative rolls.
Go on then.
Yeah? You
Yeah,
take
go
the
for it.
17, I'll take
Okay,
your 8.
Very well.
All right. Okay, that is everyone rolled and accounted for. Oh, sorry. On my end, the music's really quiet, so it's just really strange.
I have.
May you can
I'm.
adjust
I
that
love
in
you,
your
Roll
own
20.
thing.
I'm trying to find it.
You go to you go to the settings bar and you go to audio. No, wait, no. Yes.
Audio and video.
Audio and video, and then audio video chat as master music volume.
Oh, thank you. I had it at 100%.
Girl,
Oh my gosh, wow.
how did you
Even
not
I don't have a
fix
100%.
this last time? Ronnie told us at the start. Before
I.
this.
To be
I'm
fair, I
sorry.
didn't know it was in there.
That's how I found it, because I was like, this is
All
still
right.
too loud for my ears.
All right, Trillian, it is you first as you watch the snake awaken, beginning to stretch its elongated, viridescent body as it begins to lunge towards you. It is your turn.
I think.
I would just want to indicate as well the brambles here, these ones here, are difficult terrain. So if you walk on them, it is double your movement speed. Half your movement speed.
Trillian is just going to walk up next to Vivi and just like, what are you doing? What has gotten into you? And she will cast. Where is it? She will cast on Vivi Shield of Faith in order to protect her. And then she'll just kind of maybe take a little step forward, put her shield like kind of up and be like, I guess I'll have to cover for your mistakes. And then that's her turn.
Are you sure?
Yeah, like that was my action. Oh, it's Shield of Faith a bonus action?
No,
Oh,
it's
never
a
mind.
bonus action.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, I thought it was an action. I thought Shield of Faith was an action for some reason. Okay, then she will. Then she will just kind of, with her free sort of hands, she'll prime a orb of sort of like weirdly sickly green magic. Well, no, never mind. It's just normal one, and she will fire a guiding bolt at this snake at level 1.
All right, that's it.
Fleeky.
That does indeed hit.
Okay. Oh, shit, 17 radiant damage, please.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, then that's her turn.
Let's go.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Trillian. You'll watch as the snake will unhinge its jaws, hiss in your direction, Trillian, as this radiant fire begins to spread across its scales, lunging towards you here, and it's going to try and bite you. So it's going to come out here.
God damn it.
For
Okay,
8
that
piercing
hits.
damage, really.
Okay.
And that will be the snake's
I'll
turn.
take that
We go to you, Vivi.
damage.
Okay. Hoo, 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 hoo. Okay, right. Vivi is. That's a lot of dice. Okay. Hello? Sorry, my internet cut out there a minute.
Oh, I think we
There
were
we go.
just waiting on you to do what you
Oh
were going
shit!
to do.
I thought I said I was going to. Yeah, she's going to. This something within her seems to just burn in her expression. Her smile just begins to widen. Her eyes sort of glare as she just goes. The sooner this thing dies, the better for it. And she's gonna launch a witch bolt at it.
All right, that. Let me just check. What is your?
So I did a 14 first. I accidentally pressed it twice, I think.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
Beautiful. So damage. 17 lightning damage, please.
Big numbers. You watch as your. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. Do that first.
Where am I going? Where's my sound? Let's see. Here we go. Apologies, that was my soundboard a bit. You will watch as this lightning energy begins to crackle into your hands. This almost fuchsia-coloured bolt that begins to spread and seemingly wrap the snake in this writhing lightning for 17 damage. As you watch as it begins to hiss in pain under these wreaths of electricity. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And that'll be her turn.
All right, Seal.
Yellow's going to look slightly baffled at this. She goes, so much for trying to be polite. Why are we still protecting her? Fine. Trying to catch up with all what's going on. As how far away is the snake from him now? Cool. Gonna go, fine, maybe we can lighten up the ambiance a bit. What do you think? And I would like to try to cast Hideous Laughter at the snake.
Fantastic. Yep. Going to make a wisdom save on this.
Yep.
Does that fail
Yeah,
it
it
or
passes.
succeed against your passes?
It
Okay.
succeed against mine, yeah. Unfortunately.
All right,
And
your
that
watchers.
is... Oh, sorry.
No, you find your watchers. You summon this magic to your hands, almost trying to inflict the same amount of fanged laughter that you have onto this snake. The possessing your own, but seemingly it blinks at you, only turning its attention towards where you stood at the back of the group. And we will go to Oz next.
That sense of humour. Oz is going to have braced himself for fighting, although he's still hiccuping in between seconds of this happening. You can already tell that there's a complete shift in his nature. Gon is the more kind of carefree guy, and on his face lies a kind of colder expression with really furrowed brows. He's very, honestly, quite cross. He's quite cross with Vivi. Is there a way, could I cast Bless on everyone? Because
Yeah, on your.
I can.
I'm just gonna pull
It's
up your
supposed
sheet so I
to. I
can
can
see it
bless
as
up to
well.
3 creatures, but because I'm level 2, can I cast it so it goes up the level and I bless the other 4 of the party?
So you can only do that once you have a second level spell slot. At level 2, you'll still only have a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, my bad.
But you can go ahead and cast it onto. No, you're fine. You can go ahead and cast it onto 3 creatures. If you go into the spells part of your the spell's part of your sheet, and then just click on Bless there. You'll be able to go ahead and
Cast it.
use that. Yep.
Oh, I don't know why it went through twice, so sorry.
No, you're
He's
all
gonna
good.
he's gonna do it to everyone except Vivi. I'm very sorry, Lauren. There's nothing personal. He's just
Okay.
cross with her
No,
right
no,
there.
no, it's fine. All good. You're all good.
And I don't know if I can do anything after that or if I need to wait till my next turn possibly.
Unless you've got
Other
something
than
that's bonus
other than
action, that'll be
bracing
your
himself
main
to
action.
fight.
Mhm.
Do I have any bonus actions?
Shield of Faith.
I can only do that on one person, and I've just cast Bless. I don't want to get rid of all of my stuff just yet.
I
Yeah, Shield of Faith
believe.
is also concentration, so it would get
Ah, right,
rid of
right.
it would get rid of the bless if you did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
I
your
can
watches
throw
this.
javelin, but that requires an actual. That's an actual move, so
Yeah,
it's
I
not a
think
bonus.
from what I can see in your sheet, that is pretty much going to be the bulk of your turn.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm following properly. If I'm ever steering
you're all
wrong,
good.
just steer me in the right direction.
No, absolutely. You find your watches this these tall beams of light begin to penetrate through the clouds above, shining down onto you and your fellow compatriots here as they're shrouded in this divine radiance gifted to you by your the very power of your binding oath, and that'll be your turn. Oz, Odette, we go to you next.
Okay. Odette is going to walk a bit closer to Vivi, and she's very calmly going to say, "Just because you look like a witch doesn't mean you should act like one, dear." And then she is going to cast Toll of the Dead on the snake.
How I am. See what the snake rolls.
It failed? No,
The
that
snail will succeed it.
the snail?
Meaning that takes no damage
Snail.
for now. The snake. It's the snake, sorry.
Snail.
May, because I've blessed you,
It will.
when you make an attack, when you target an attack, you add 1d4 to the attack roll or save.
I think because this is a wisdom save, I don't know how
Oh,
that
my
would
bad. Never mind.
affect
Yeah,
that.
the snail is making the save so that it
The snail?
can't up
The snail?
it won't up the DC.
The snail?
Snake, sorry. I'm the snake.
I
will
suddenly
save
don't want
it,
to
I'm
fight
afraid,
it!
but, very valiant effort. No, it's a snake. I'm sorry. Everything begins with SN in this campaign. God damn it.
Okay. What?
All right.
Okay. The target must succeed. It takes. If the target
So the snake.
okay.
The snake succeeds it, so it won't take any damage, at least on this turn of yours. But thank you for the valiant effort, Odette. We will go back to Trillian. Let's go, you Trillian.
Adam.
I am.
I can hear him
muted once
talking.
again.
I think it might be the delay.
Trillian
Oh,
upon-
never mind.
Yeah, no, I was muted. Trillian with the snake next to her will just kind of give a faint sigh and just go, fine, I guess I'll do this. And she'll just reach out and touch the snake and use inflict wounds. So, con save, please.
Wow, inflict wounds is different now.
Fail.
It's so funny.
I said fail.
Oh, God damn it! Rolled
You
up
should have
that
specified.
20, brother.
We failed. We should have specified.
Yep, fuck, you're
Oh
right.
my god. That was that rolled a fucking 19. It still takes half damage, so that's 8 necrotic damage, I guess.
Alright, you'll watch as Trillian extends her hand to make contact with the skin of this snake, seemingly trying to get it almost by the jugular, and you'll watch as this green flame almost begins to crackle in Trillian's hand, beginning to swirl until it's dizzying and almost begins to blacken. And making contact with a snake who just about recoils, but still appears to be singed just around the throat as this inflict wounds takes hold. Here, we'll take half. So that is. Thank you
Odette
very
is
much,
very
Trillian.
impressed.
And then it is the snake's turn. The
Yep.
snake will go
Ninja approved.
to. Trillian, the snake will go seemingly in response to being singed by your inflict wounds here, and the necrotic energy beginning to bubble around its scales where you made contact with it, will go to try and constrict you here.
Oh, come on! Well, Trillian's down.
Oh dear.
my god.
No. Not my herbal.
You'll watch as this. You'll watch as this this snake goes to wrap its body around Trillian, weaving around her until it just squeezes her together, and until you watch as it will let go, and Trillian is lifeless on the floor beside you. Vivi, we go to you next.
Gazes doesn't even sort of cast a gaze towards Trillian as she goes she goes down. Her eyes are just locked onto this snake, and she'll simply sort of chuckle to herself a little, but there is this undeniable rage in there. Great question.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice. Well, ranged attacks. If I used innate sorcery, because obviously all of my spells or attacks are ranged, would they just make them normal? Because it would give me advantage.
Sorry, what?
So I've got innate sorcery. So it says, as a bonus action, you can unleash that magic for 1 minute, during which you gain the following benefits. The spell save increases, and it says you have advantage on the attack rolls of sorcerer spells you cast. So, because all of my spells are ranged, so if I use something like, let's say, like Firebolt or Witch Bolt at it and things, I'd have disadvantage normally. Would that just make the rolls normal in turn?
Yeah, you just have normal roll.
Yeah, that's fine. In which case, Phoebe is going to cast she's going to use up one of her sorcery points in its sorcery, and she is going to launch another witch bolt at Snake. And she will mutter under her breath, "Pathetic little worm." And that will be her
I
turn.
believe with the way that Witch Bolt works, once you've actually made a.
Yeah,
Just read
it's a
the
bonus
description of it if
action.
you pull up the details.
I have read it, so it's a bonus action to do it, and it's 1d12. So would I have to do that instead?
No, so what I'm saying is basically, the way Witch Bolt works is when you use it, it has like an arcing, like a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target.
Right. Yeah.
You can obviously recast it again to do the
Uh-huh.
initial damage,
Yep.
but the point of Witch Bolt is that you should be able to cast another spell while you're using that one as a bonus action. Because you've used, so basically, just go over with you.
Yeah.
Because when you cast it, it has that as it's a concentration spell. You have an arc of lightning sustained between you and the target. It will do 2d12 on the initial turn, and then on the subsequent turn, you can use a bonus action to deal the lightning damage again. You can still recast it and do the 2d12 lightning damage, which I'm going to assume that you're going to do now. But just for future, the point at which is you use it, and then you can basically just reactivate at the end of your other turns. You don't need to cast it again. You'll find a cast it again now. Obviously, it just won't incur the bonus action lightning damage because obviously that's not. But yeah, that will just be a. Every time you bonus action recast it, I don't believe it consumes a spell slot either. So it's that might be wrong, but at the very least, I'll take it as a recast and then just take the innate sorcery as a yeah.
fine. Yeah, I
That's
didn't
not a
mean to.
concentration,
Yeah, I didn't
it's
mean
not,
to
okay.
cast. I didn't mean to cast it as a recast and things. I just wanted to cast the spell as it is to get the 2d12. But yeah, I will
Yeah,
remember
no,
that.
I
of
figured
course.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no problem. All right, can I see the damage from that, please?
19. So 18.
All right.
That will be her turn.
Okay, thank you very much. CL, we'll go to you next.
Oof. Okay. Oh god. This is going great. This is going fantastic, guys. I think CL is going to look at Trillian. There is no way to drag Trillian away from the snake, right? Could that be?
You'd imagine it. That would probably be. Something like an athletics check if you were to do that, or a strength check. But if you were to do that, you'd imagine, given the range of the snake's bite, you may get bitten on the way out.
Also, athletics -1. I think,
I don't know. Remember what you did on the snail?
Yeah.
yeah, well, that's acrobatics.
True.
I think Ciel is going to kind of you're going to also going to hear Ciel quietly, not so quietly, swear in a different language. I don't know if Oz knows Sylvan, but you're going to hear Ciel almost like unconsciously swear in a completely different language as they're going to grit their teeth and just go, "Oh, come on, just get over it." And he's going to try to cast Hideous Laughter again.
All right. Wow, damn,
hate
this
this
snake
snake.
wise.
I hate this snake.
Damn, this
It
snake
doesn't have
wise.
wisdom. Why is it doing this? I hiss at the
Okay,
snake.
thank you for your noble effort, CL. We go to Oz next.
So as he's watching this go down all around him, you can see there's an almost like there's a shock to his face, but there's an almost faraway look as if he's recalling times he's been on a battlefield before, crusades, and watching fallen warriors around him as he fought for the church and its efforts. And seeing Trillian going down, it just brought him back to all of that. Is there any way that I could rush over, even if it puts him in danger, to use Spare the Dying on Trillian? Hello?
Nice.
Do you? Yep, sorry, I'm here.
That's okay.
Do you have? I'm just gonna check your shield. Do you have Spare the Dying?
Yeah. When I selected my feat, for like it's a specific paladin thing that's only
Yes, you do indeed.
available. Yeah, I was able to choose extra cantrips. I was like, yay!
Yep, I've just seen it. Fantastic.
I felt
Yes,
so
you get that
smart.
level 2. Sorry, I've just showed you. Yep, you can cast that from 15 feet, so you don't actually even need to be next to Trillian. You can actually just be here, snake
Nice.
safe from the snake, and cast it. You are currently 15 feet from her anyway, so you can do that from where you stood or take a step closer. As long as you're not in that square behind her, you won't be at the mercy of the snake. All right.
This one?
Oz,
Okay.
how does this look when you cast? No, the one that you're at's fine.
Okay.
How does it look when you cast this Spare the Dying upon Trillian?
Basically, he takes both of his hands in a prayer formation and bows his head in reverence and calls upon his faith and his allegiance and pledge to Ilmater as he casts Spare the Dying on Trillian.
You'll watch as these beams of divine light will shine upon Trillian on the floor as they begin to settle like shimmers upon her pallid form as she's on the ground. And you'll notice that some of the colour does come back onto her face, where her chest will almost slow with now steady breathing. But seemingly from the effects of your holy magic, Trillian is no longer dying. Thank you very much. Beautiful stuff. All right, Adet, we go to you next.
Okay. She is happy to see that Trillian is okay, more or less. And she decides to spend some time focusing on the snake in front of her. And how close am I to the snake, actually?
You're about 10 foot from the snake, yep.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer till I'm like 5 feet away from it. I'm assuming.
Yep.
And I am going to cast a Word of Radiance. And
It will fail it.
okay, it needs to take. I think it's 1d6 radiant. Wait, actually,
1d6 radiant.
Yeah, it's literally it either fails or takes the damage. And
Yep.
since it's failed, it has taken the damage. That's like a whole ass spell, and I don't believe I have any bonus actions as of current.
Do you want to roll that 1d6 radiant damage from me?
Oh yes, I do. How
If
do
you could, please.
we...
There should be a little 1d. There should be a little
yeah,
button by
I
the
got
spell. You can also just roll a 1d6.
There we go. We got 5.
Adet, this will kill the giant constrictor snake. How would you like to do this?
Okay.
Let's go!
She is going to like open her arms wide as she is engulfed in blinding light, and she is simply going to say, "May my lady's blessings be bestowed upon you." As the light engulfs it and it entirely dissipates before them.
You'll watch as this snake is engulfed in almost this holy fire that begins to peel away at its scales until it almost turns to blackened. This purple tinge almost coursing through this light as it begins to settle on this snake. And then its scales begin to burn up, and the last you can hear of it is a much quieter, weakened hiss from the jaws of this fearsome creature towering over you. You watch as its form begins to sink towards the earth until it begins to sink in the mud below you, and the giant constrictor snake is dead. Very well done. Let me just turn the music down and bring the music back up. Congratulations, you survived your first combat.
Almost.
Just about.
Okay.
As the snake wilts like a fallen flower, beginning to sink into the mud, its form now no longer a threat, as it begins to blacken with the magic that has been dealt to its very form. Vivi, you will notice as this feeling within you is sated for now, as if there is something within you that is satisfied upon seeing this snake meet its end. Watching the light leave its eyes does something as if you have just been fed a meal that leaves you contently full, and you feel yourself come back to you just a little, as if there is this cool, clear stream that just sort of runs through you. A part of you that is sated, yet a part of you that feels still very far away. And as you realise that you are still with ankles sinking in the fetid swamp around you, the soft mud pliable beneath your soles, you see as not only is the snake in front of you now felled, but Trillian is beside you, still breathing and still alive, but still but stable now after seemingly a run-in with the snake. As is apparent to all of you, you'll watch as the descending mist almost lifts a little in the wake of the battle that you've had here, a tumultuous one that has occurred with this terrifying creature before you. That has left one of you, perhaps, a lot more worse off than the rest of you. Just as an D&D note, Trillian is stable, so she is alive. She will not be dying, but is still currently not on any health, so she might need some help with that.
On that note, can Oz, uncharacteristically throw down his sword haphazardly and rush to Trillian's side and like skids
absolutely,
down
go
on
ahead.
his knees to meet her, and immediately cast Lay on Hands as an action.
Absolutely, go ahead. Just click that from there. Should be an option to click that from your sheet. If not, I'll go looking for it for you.
For some reason, it's not coming up. It's just in the bonus actions, but I can't select it.
Let me have a look. I see what you mean. Can you see there's a little speech bubble by the Lay on Hands?
Yes, is that one?
Yeah, just click that. There you
Yay!
go.
Okay,
Perfect. Thank you
thank
very
you.
much. All right. So you touch creature and draw power from the pool of healing to restore a number of hit points from that to that creature up the match amount remaining in the pool. So you hit points in the pool. Okay, let me just look at this because this is slightly different. I see. Right. So you have a pool of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have a pool of 10 hit points. How many hit points are you restoring to Trillian?
Sorry, I didn't realise I was still muted. I was being I mute politely when everyone else is speaking, so I don't make noise. But
No, you're
basically,
good.
he's going to give as much as he can to Trillian, because he was just horrified seeing someone that he's only just gotten to know as a friend go down like that, and he'll be damned if he loses another person in his life. So as much as he can give her, he's very
Okay, full 10. All right.
selfless that way.
Okay, I think Trillia will just kind of get up with a start and just give a little, almost painful grunt, and just quickly just grab herself and use a divine spark to heal herself as well. I'll take the 6. I didn't mean to push it twice. And then she'll just kind of look towards Oz and be like, "Thanks." I
Hey,
admit I didn't expect the snake to go for me and only me, but I guess that's why people in armor are there.
yeah, it's okay. Just take it easy, okay?
You also look like quite a snack. You're going to hear from Ciel, as he would also like to beeline directly to Vivi.
Yeah, I think Trillium will just roll her eyes and then just glare at Vivi now.
Vivi is like right beside me, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. Odette is going to call for her attention very quickly.
She sort of stood with like both her feet planted, sort of where she is, and then she would have sort of just like looked at the snake like dead before her. There's this sort of fulfilling, sort of gratified sort of sense within her in a way, and her hands just rise to sort of her stomach, but like her eyebrows sort of just furrow a little, and she sort of blinks a couple of times and looks across at the two and just goes, oh, that was quick. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad none of us are.
Odette is going to slap her across the face.
Oh,
Oz was glaring, but all of a sudden there's
Ooh.
completely like shock written on his face. He's still like got his hand on Trillian's shoulder, and he's just mouth agape.
she like sort of goes back and just goes, ow, what on earth was that for?
Vivi, you put us all in danger.
What do you mean?
We could have died.
You nearly got me killed.
What kind of part of big snakes? It's very dangerous. Let's not fight them. Have you not understood from what I was trying to explain?
What happened?
You suddenly started acting all crazy and used magic against the snake that we were trying to handle peacefully. Does that not ring a bell to you?
You don't remember? I thought it was uncharacteristic, but surely.
She sort of just goes to sort of rub her head a little, and there's a sort of feeling inside her that's just still going down, and she sort of almost like winces as this, almost as if this sort of feeling within her begins to dissipate, and she just goes, I remember we were fighting a snake, but I just wasn't thinking of anything. That's I don't know. It's probably nothing. Surely.
Oh,
It's gone
nothing,
away.
you
It's
say?
fine.
Vivi, it is not
Yes.
fine. Your actions endangered everyone here. Your actions are not your actions alone. Do you understand that?
She sort of just looks around. There is like a sort of strange, confused look on her face, and saying, "Well, we needed to. We were going to sort of confront it, surely, weren't we?
Such needless violence wasn't at all needed. Such needless slaughter in the first place.
Needless slaughter. What do you mean?
We hadn't even initiated anything, like, combative at all. You had concern in the first place. What about not rushing into things?
Yes, I remember that. I remember that part, of course. But I just remember seeing the snake, and I don't know really what happened after that.
You're clearly not of your right mind, Vivi.
And that not right mind might just get all of us killed, apparently.
Oz is going to take a minute and just have a deep sigh, and he's going to get to his feet, and then he's going to offer his hand to help Trillian up because he's still a gentleman, and turn to Vivi and say, we'll put this to bed at the moment. We'll speak about this later. First of all, we should try and get our new friend out, considering we don't know how long that other snake's going to be gone. We can talk about this somewhere safer later. Do we all understand?
Yes.
This is like a slightly uncharacteristic of him, but you can see he's maybe like had some army like training in that aspect. This is also the first time he's raised his voice at you guys.
Julian will kind of just sort of smile at that because obviously, Oz has raised his voice, but she's kind of smiling at his kind of like, I don't know, maybe insistence. Like he's obviously been a bit more like quieter, but seeing him be more active is kind of pleasing to her. She'll go, well, then you better go. Let's leave whatever discussion for later. And Vivi, if you truly don't remember what happened, we need to figure out a way to make sure that doesn't happen again. Because I really would not like to be almost eaten by a snake for the second time. Once is
Agreed.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
But, right. Now back to the question at hand. Oh, sorry, go on.
She sort of just like winces, and she just goes, "Well, ever since we got here, I've had this painning headache. I felt sick. That was before even the warts came in. I don't know what happened. It didn't
I
mean
believe
for
you.
anyone to be in danger. I just saw the snake, and this anger just began to bubble over, and I don't really know what happened after that."
Clearly,
Well,
there's
that
more at
sounds like
play
something
here. Sorry, go
clearly
on,
you want
Arba.
to find out what exactly is going through that beautiful head of yours before you get us all, well, dead on the ground, without Oz being able to pick us up.
Well, none of us are dead. I am very grateful that Trillian's back up, and I trust all of us, but that was the last thing anybody could wanted, let alone myself. I'm sorry, but I truly wish I could explain.
Calm now, we really don't have much time. Who knows how long that other snake will be gone. We should really get our new friend out of his predicament. I've suddenly forgot his name. I'm so sorry.
His name.
There's been so much happened since then.
You'll just hear a voice from above you echo, a little bit louder this time, sensing that perhaps these snakes have either been defeated or forced to flee, and you'll just hear this raucous echo once again just say, Sir Talapar, thank you very much. Is everything all right down there? Sounds like you've had a bit of a kerfuffle. No less between the snakes, more like between yourselves.
Oz will just shout back up to him and go, We don't need outside commentary, but thank you. We'll be up to get you very shortly. As you can see, he's a bit more annoyed than he would be normally.
Odette's gonna use Guiding Bolt to knock the thing down because she's pissed off by that comment.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I wish I took Featherfall.
No.
Oh
Alright,
my
that's it.
god.
Oh
Oh
my
my god!
god!
Oh
She's
my
very
God.
Do we
pissed
want
off.
to do this?
Yes.
She's
She's very pissed off indeed.
It's fine. People are making choices today.
Just watch the map, just watch the map on the right, just watch this. This is what I imagine happening. Alright, so
Well, hopefully the cage helps his
This
fall
is-
damage.
Evie will like look at Odette and goes, "Well, that's a little bit overzealous, don't you
the
think?"
best way I can
You have nowhere
describe
to
this
talk
for
right
you
now.
is to do it through sound. You'll watch as this guiding bolt from a single finger of yours, Odette, will shoot up at these ropes anchoring this large woven basket to the side of the tower. As your guiding bolt hits just literally the edge of where they are hanging on, managing to engulf all of the ropes at once, you'll watch as they begin to slip away. And you'll watch the basket of the hot air balloon just come plummeting down towards the floor.
Well,
If you were wondering for the person's name who did this, they're called Odette Nightingale.
You're down, aren't you?
I don't need any of you making more problems.
I think probably.
Is anyone? Sorry, just as the basket is flying, is anyone going to catch it?
Well, I mean, Trillian will definitely try to rush ahead to try and do that for sure.
Okay, could you make an athletics check for me, please?
Oh balls.
Christian. Sorry, Christian just said you heard us. No outside commentary. Time to go to bed. Twitch chat.
Oh, just a reminder.
Lucy!
Just a
No!
reminder, because Ozcast did what he did, you will have like an extra
fuck.
thing, I believe.
I mean, that'll be good for Trillian, but
Yeah.
oh fuck for your things.
Yeah, you've still got bless.
Oh no.
9.
Odette
Let's
huffs.
go. Let's go.
Big huff.
If someone else is helping Trillian to catch the basket, then
Yeah, I'll
I
go over.
will.
Do I need to cast it too?
An athletics check from you, please. I'll have you catch it as a pair.
Yeah,
Alright,
there we
that
go.
takes you up to a.
I got you, buds.
Alright,
Himbo and Herbo for life, you know?
that'll be a help action, and given that you're both also going to catch it together, I'll say that you both catch the basket. As you very carefully try to spot where this basket is going to come down, crashing into the swamp, you manage to anchor yourselves in the sinking mud to catch it together, where this woven basket will come crashing down into your hands. Isn't the heaviest thing you've held, but the 30-foot fall definitely gives it an ample amount of weight. It is then that you very deftly together manage to lower it into the mud, and you'll see that there is a cage inside it, and you'll see said figure that has been talking to you inside the cage, who you'll hear, perhaps not in an echo so much anymore, given that he's not suspended at great height. You'll just hear him go, "Ah! What the... Oh! Bloody hell, I'm on the floor! Well... Thank you, that was awfully unexpected, but, most welcome." And if you look inside the woven basket, I'll show you who's in there.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited.
Alright, if you peek inside the woven basket, inside a almost bird cage like containment device, very it's very pretty and somewhat ornate, is a creature that you don't recognize, but resembles almost a small dragon. And this is inside it you'll see a how do I describe it? Oh gosh. You'll see creature. Where is he?
Oh, this is like the look in his face, like
Here
the
it is.
expression of if looks could kill. He's so
Oh
angry
my
at him.
god. Oh my
Especially
god.
looking at him, he's just like, are you kidding me?
Oh
He's so angry.
god.
So I'm
is
going
so
to put
funny.
him. I'm going to put him next to you, but please do remember he's in the cage and he can't get out.
What
And
a
yes,
witty
this is the size of his
dragon.
token. Oh god, get the token off
Fiji
here.
dragon.
And the token size is relative. He is you'll see him in a second. He is this small.
Oh,
Oh,
I want to punt him.
You'll see as he looks a little bit rattled from the fall,
Good.
but he'll very wide-eyed look at you. He's I want to say he's a cat-sized dragon with butterfly wings. And you'll notice now he has a very sharp toothed grin. And he looks at you and goes, "Well, that was definitely a way to get me down, but it is appreciated all the same. Very grateful for it, and a pleasure to meet you once more, face to face this time. I am Sir Talavar of the Summer Court. A pleasure." And you'll watch as he does a little noble bow from within the confines of his cage, still sporting a very cheerful smile. He looks at the bars of his enclosure and says, "Well, I anticipate that it would have gone a lot worse if you hadn't so artfully caught the woven basket that I was very carefully placed in. So thank you for such deft hands to have caught me."
Why is it in a cage?
Right in the cage.
I'm sorry, that's all I've been thinking this entire time.
Oz will just
think-
sling the cage under his arm and like walk back over him. I'd imagine like motioning Trillian to come with them, so they go back to meet the others. Because after rescuing him from the fall,
Trillian is just going to straight up split out going, "You're shorter than I expected." Sorry, I mean, yes. I mean, we rescued you, so that's good. Somehow.
Well, yes, very kindly of you, madam. My height, however, is something not left up for a trivial discussion, given I cannot do very much about it. But still, you have my eternal thanks, as will the Summer Queen. He kind of, he goes to, like, put his eye up to where one of the locks of the cage is and says, now if only we could get this thing open. Could be rather helpful. But, alas, I do not know where the key is. Oh, no, maybe I do. He raises an eyebrow.
On that topic, though, I do believe I still have Oz's thief tools.
yeah, he gave
Oh,
them
yes?
to you because he was uncomfortable.
You can try and open the cage with them.
I will try. I don't think I will succeed, but as he's
Don't believe in
talking, I would like to
yourself.
just
You're blessed, remember.
True. It's a matter of while you're talking, I didn't want to interrupt, but while he's talking, I think CL will just quietly approach and try and pick the lock.
Oz will hold it out carefully for him to stabilize it so he can work on it.
Don't think I will, but we can try with the. It's 1d4, right? For bless.
Indeed.
Eh.
You will carefully use the sharpest of these thieves' tools to try and pick the lock, but try as you might, this seems like it almost might be magically enchanted, or at least requires a key not in your possession. You imagine that this may have worked on less enchanted page, but alas, your expert hands do not manage to open this one. And Talibar will move his mouth into a purposeful frown and say, it's just as I suspected. Well, I extend you my gratitude for your valiant effort, but no, unfortunately, I believe that we will go and have to see a certain someone to see if she has the key.
And who
I
would
mean,
that be?
Well,
His face almost brightens at this. There is a cheerful expression upon him, and he says, "Well, no, really, I shouldn't look so dour. She's delightful. Her name is Jingle Jangle.
Jingle.
I'm sorry, excuse
Jangle?
me?
You heard heard me. Her name is Jingle Jangle.
Jingle jangle.
Yes, she's a delightful little goblin who lives up on Tellerby Hill.
The bard I knew in Baldur's Gate used to call all of his songs jingle jangles.
Well, you can
Name
tell
of a
him that he's been
person.
naming them after a very clever little goblin who lives about on hither, actually. Well, listen,
While
you've done me a great service already, but unfortunately I fear I may have to further ask of your good. But, you know, paying a visit to Jingle Jangle, since you... forgive me if I'm wrong, but some of you look terribly new to the Feywild. Might be not too amiss anyway, given... It depends what you're looking for, that is, and why you're here. Sorry, Contrady.
Trillia's just gonna go. Well, she could always just do this, and she's gonna cast guidance on herself and then do it. I can't. It's
What?
not really showing it. Where's guidance? There we go. Guidance on herself, and then try and open it. Try and pick the lock or open a cage.
Yep, go ahead.
Fucking. Is that 2d4s I get now because it's bless and guidance?
No, they don't stack.
Ah well. And 9. Never mind.
I think they do anyway.
I have
Even
no
if they
idea.
did stack, it wouldn't be enough to open a cage. You'll
Nope.
try and rattle this lock that seems to just not budge. This low buzz and all this magic around it, keeping Salvar very tightly locked within it. And he shakes his head and says, "Bah, it's no use. But once again, thank you for doing your best to free me. I promise you that I will speak very highly of you to the Summer Queen once I am able to return to her." Oh!
Well,
And you'll see, almost catches himself by surprise. He says, "Sorry, I did promise you the story of what happened to me, actually, didn't I?"
Yes, I do.
well, we can
believe
walk and
so.
talk as we need to get to whoever this Jingle Jangle is. And Oz is going to take
Wonderful.
his rope out of his bag. Oh wait, robe? Oh wait, do I have rope?
You might do.
Oh, I've misread robe. Never mind. I was gonna take the rope and I was gonna attach it onto the cage and make like a backpack.
So just to go back to this, if everyone looks at their map, or more specifically, CL looks at his, you'll notice that Tellermy Hill is on the right of the slanty tower on your map. It's just off to the east, where he presumes that a certain Jingle Jangle will be in residence.
I think Xiao is going to go like, I think we are going that way. He's going to like point at the map, but not very sure as he continues to seem to struggle with direction.
I guess to the tower we go. Or to find, to at least aware of. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, let's
Free.
go.
Two
There's
questions.
only one way to find out.
One question. Before we leave, are the brambles all burnt down since we used like fire numerous times?
Oh, boy.
Some of them would have been. I actually want to give you an additional note about the environment around you. Off the back of your argument with Vivi, perhaps a little bit of an in-group scuffle about whether the combat was warranted or not, you'll notice that only now as you begin your journey off, the wood nearby has suddenly stopped creaking. It blended into the ambience that's been surrounding you, the high-pitched song of chirping crickets and buzzing fireflies, but you perhaps might have noticed that during that argument, the wood nearby, that is to say the tree stumps, are rising out and sticking out of the mud like landmarks, sharpened from how they've been weathered down in hither, but almost groaning for the duration of your conversation. And as you go to leave the area, you'll notice that around you, specifically around where you are stood as a group, the thorny, flowerless vines have begun to sprout nearby where your feet are. They're not difficult terrain, they don't pull you down, and they certainly don't curl around your ankles, but something of note just after that little conversation you had back then.
Oz is gonna look around at the surrounding terrain and notice how like you said, things got quieter, and speak up just to kind of try and direct the party to get moving. I think we should go. When things get quieter, it's never a good sign.
I did want to see if there was anything in the tower. I guess.
Do any of you have rope?
I don't actually know if I have rope. Let me have a look.
I don't.
So that's a great question.
No.
Bugger.
A
Would it have
crowbar.
been in the thieves' tools? No. Is that too hopeful?
I think Trillian
Oh, I
will
have
just.
rope.
Oh, there we
Oh
go.
my god!
Phoebe will sort of like be like dishing around in her rucksack. She goes, "I have rope," and she'll kind of like hold it out of her bag victoriously.
Ah, great. Well, can I please borrow it?
As long as I can have it back, dear. And then she'll hand it back. Hand over.
He kind of like hesitantly takes it. He's still a bit kind of worried about Vivi's mental state and if she'll get us into any more trouble. And he takes it and just starts to kind of fashion. He does really good knots and stuff on the rope and creates a kind of almost backpack, jimmy rigs something up, and he tosses Sir Trillian on his back. Great. Right, let's get going. And he'll start to go the way CL pointed, I guess. If everyone's cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go,
With
team.
Sir Talavar in hand, you'll hear as he.
I
very
said it
pleasantly
wrong.
hums
It's
as
because
you swing
Trillian's
this almost
overlaid on
backpack.
the name on the fucking thing I didn't see. I'm so sorry. I just read it by accident. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So dumb. So sorry.
No, it's not no problem. I don't think.
All is well.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. All right. As Sir Talavar makes a pleasant hum as he his cage snugly sits against your back, you'll hear as he says, "This is certainly a way to travel in style. Thank you, gallant knight. Onwards!" And with Sir Talavar in tow, you'll make your way across the murky swampland, wading through the mire towards Telemy Hill.
As they're going that way, Odette is kind of going to take Vivi by the arm and have her either walk a bit further ahead than everybody else or a little bit behind. And she is going to start off by saying, "I'm sorry, I slapped you. But did you notice anything happening to you before your mind seemingly started to shift?"
She sort of like, she sort of thinks to herself, and she's, as she looks over at Odette, and she just goes, "Well, not in recently. When we got to the Feywild, she looks over at Odette and she goes, "Well, do you remember when we first got here?
You were
And
sick.
yeah, yes, exactly. That."
I do. It was quite worrisome. It came out of nowhere. But when we finished the fight, baby, you seemed content. Like you had just eaten something. I don't understand that.
She's still sort of thinking about it, and she just goes, "Well, I don't think I can explain it myself at all."
If it happens again, Vivi, do you want me to stop you? I don't know if it would work, but I could command you to stop.
exactly. I remember us going in to fight the snakes. I just felt this feeling within me that sated and felt satisfying afterwards. I just look. If anything were to happen and I were to put anyone else in danger by attacking something suddenly, then I wouldn't mind. But I wouldn't want to hurt anyone here.
I know
None
that.
of you have done anything. Well, none of you have done anything to warrant that, and quite frankly, I wouldn't want that in the world.
I know this. I can feel you care for all of us, Vivi. Even if we have just met.
We knew your character enough to know that it was out of character for you, so don't worry. I'm sure when we get to the bottom of it, we won't hold it against you.
We'll see.
We'll do everything to figure it out, though, because that can't be a pleasant experience, just
Mm-hmm.
being taken over like that.
Exactly.
I just felt so angry.
We can't blame you for another's actions if it's not you.
Well, shall we focus on the positives? Yes, that Trillian is still here, which I am very, very grateful for. Thank you very much, Oz. And we have our new friend here who's going to take us to see a little jingle jangle, or the great jingle jangle, I shall say. And let's focus on that for now. I think thinking about any of this might make me a little bit more sick, honestly.
Of course.
Maybe we can ask Jingle Jangle about your condition also.
I have
Well, what I want
some theories, though.
before anyone else. Oh, sorry.
You're okay,
Oh, I
you're
thought
okay.
I thought you were finished saying that. Sorry.
No,
No, you go
you're
on.
fine. Odette was just gonna say, I have some theories, but I will wait to see if it happens again before I test them. If that's okay with you.
She sort of just shrugs a little bit and goes, "Look, my main concern right now is I want to get these fucking warts off me. They're still here."
You know,
You know,
Odette
that
really
can
nods
be
to that.
comfortable.
She's like, I get it. I understand.
So hopefully Jingle Jangle will help me fix this, or at least tell me what to do, because it feels disgusting.
Hopefully this local will be a bit more informative.
Is that a dig at Sir Talibor?
A wee bit. A wee bit. A wee bit.
A
Just
little
a wee bit. Just a wee bit. He made
that-
him angry at his new friends, so he's annoyed.
That's so funny.
He's annoyed because he's like, I don't want them to think I'm a monster.
Ah.
He's like, no, I let
No.
my anger get the best of me.
Don't worry, if anyone's anger got the best of them, it was Vivi's. But no, let us continue on.
I'd imagine we're all just like talking as we're walking, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
there was
I'm
a
letting it
wee
happen.
hiccup.
I find it.
Damn.
I think. I find when these moments happen and they're very natural, I don't ever want to interrupt it. As you've been walking along, Sir Talibor will remember that he needs to tell you what happened to him. And he'll pipe up off the back of a conversation you've had. He'll go, "Oh, right. I did promise you a tale. As not a cool one, I imagine it is, but still one that you might find of interest." He'll clear his throat very indignantly and say, "Well, not too long ago, I was and am a noble fairy dragon who acts as the emissary of Titania, the Summer Queen. I'm sure that you've heard of her, maybe. Probably. Likely. I travelled to Prismir, this part of the Feywild, to persuade the Bilna to ally with the Seelie Court against our hated enemies, the Formorians. I soon discovered, however, that Prismir had been seized by the hags of the Hourglass Coven. Before I could return with news of their treachery, Bavrola Brightstraw, that deadly woman, trapped me in an enchanted silver birdcage that inhibits my very magic. Preposterous, I tell you. and a very undesirable outcome of events. However, I met a very sympathetic bullywug named Wigglewug. He was very kind and seemed to take pity on me. He stole my cage and fled with it in one of Bavlorna's balloons. She has many bullywugs under her indignant rule, many of who are simply compliant with how much power she possesses. But Wigglewug, no, he was different. Soon after, he fled with me in one of her balloons without her knowing. But alas, we were not as stealthy as we thought, and our getaway was nowhere near as sneaky as we might have felt. The balloon was attacked by a malicious wind, likely some sort of air elemental, that sent it careening into an ancient crumbling tower in the middle of Hither's swamp, where I landed just back there at Slanty Tower. Unfortunately, it pains me to say that Wigglewog found his end on the rooftop of that tower, dying in the crash. But thankfully, by the blessings of Titania herself, I was left alive, still in my cage, but stranded in the dangling wreckage of the balloon. Seemingly, the giant constrictor snakes that you encountered, those deadly serpents, were in Bavlorna's surface. They caught up to the balloon, but seemingly they were too lazy to climb up the tower to reach it. They fell asleep near the base of the tower, and I fear if it were not for you, I would have been their next meal, even if they would have to have eaten the cage. So for that, I thank you very much. You saved me from being a pile of fairy dragon meat in a horrible snake's stomach. And that is my tale. Sorry, it probably wasn't the most interesting one I could have told, but it's true to life.
Well, it's not every day you hear a tale of someone's air balloon coming crashing down and almost being made a meal out of by snakes after being stuffed in a cage. I guess I can, air elemental.
Okay. Um. So you work for the fairy queen of summer, Titania. You're her emissary. The hourglass coven shoved you in this cage to stop you from telling her about the falling of Prismere. Sorry, am I getting all this? This is a lot of information.
You are recalling it with very precise detail, in fact.
Okay, wonderful. From what we know, Zybilna has gone silent in our world. Those that work for her, I would say, haven't heard from her for a long time. We also know that the Harren Guns said that their man in charge, I guess, took over Zybilna's place, if I am correct. Do you know anything about this?
Well, fair maiden, unfortunately I'm about as confused as you were. I was under the impression that Prismy has always been Zybilna's domain, that she was always its rightful reigning queen. But arriving here to find that it had been seized by the three treacherous hags of the Hourglass Coven was a most unpleasant surprise. It has always been Zybilna's domain, and, well, I'm not entirely sure where she is now, but unfortunately it's taken quite a turn since I was last here. That was prior to my arrival here, as I described in my tale. I'm not sure what they've done with her, but if you have heard from wherever it is you have travelled from that she has been silent, so to speak, then I imagine what they have done has been most undesirable. Maybe kept in a cage like myself, perhaps.
Potentially.
It's surprising, really. She has always been a being of great and unrivaled power, magical prowess that only the Feywild could seemingly marvel at. But given that she has gone silent, as you say, and it is being ruled over by the Hourglass Coven, that cannot bode very well. It does not mean good things. I arrived here believing that Sibylla would be benevolent enough to ally with my queen. Certainly would not have been the first time, but learning that she's been silenced, trapped, kept somewhere entirely, I'm not entirely sure myself. It's a worrying notion. Have you come to investigate it yourselves, perhaps?
We're all here for our own reasons, but it is connected, I suppose.
Well, I wish you luck should you encounter any of those wicked hags as a part of the coven. The Hourglass Coven, to be precise. I'm not sure what they want with Prismere, but unseating Zybilna appeared to have been their first action among the domain. It's not been one that's resonated well with its inhabitants, I'll tell you that much. As for a certain... what was his name? He's that Harangon fellow. Agdon?
Yes.
He had a bit of a, shall we say, scuffle with Zybilna in years past. I need to get up Agdon's a second.
I remember
Where are
him
you?
being tied to a tree that grew up very, very tall and he could not get down. And that the
Yes.
witches freed him. The only thing left on the tree, I think, was his scarf? Or did he get the
Yes.
scarf? Something like that.
Taliban will continue and say, yes, in days gone by, Agdon Longscarf, as he is very well known, made him a name for himself as he and his band of miscreants menaced travellers throughout various Feywild domains. I'm sure you've had the displeasure, they are quite literally everywhere. It was in Prismy, however, that Agdon's antics came to an end by Zybilna's hand. As punishment for his offences, the Archfey demanded that Agdon give up his beloved scarf. When he refused, Zybilna cursed him so that he would never be able to remove it. She then pinned the scarf to a young sapling with a magic nail made of gold and iron, and bade the tree to grow until its branches raked the clouds. Agdon was thus carried into the sky, where he was stranded for a long time. What has come of him now that Zybilna appears to no longer be Prismere's rightful ruler is, well, I'm not entirely sure what that means for its inhabitants, but given that you've been troubled by his band of brigands, can only mean that they're back parading and on crusade for their leader once more. Perhaps when we arrive at Teleby Hill, Jingle Jangle will have more information. She does seem to get about. Speaking of which, here's your new map.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
look, we're
zoom
right
out.
here!
We made it!
Oh, look, we're right
Oh.
here.
How,
It's so
how
funny.
awfully convenient! I wonder how that happened. Anyway, right, anyway.
My friend, you just speak
As you-
things into existence.
It will not be the first time. Right, as you pull up to Teleby Hill, what a hilarious way to start my sentence.
Okay, I pull up.
With the hopes to obtain the key that will free the fairy dragon from his magic birdcage, you will arrive at Telemy Hill. You are greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit as you push through this outline of a hill that is skirted in swaying mists. As it parts, it gives way to damp, downy, silvery green moss blankets that blankets a gentle upward slope, before leading to a craggy ridge that marks the top of a hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying as though in a breeze despite the absence of one. The area you're in, Teleby Hill, is approximately half a square mile wide. You are currently stood on a narrow game trail that leads to the pinnacle of the hill.
Okay. Is it just a Jingle Jangle that lives here?
You've been told as much, yes.
Okay. Um, so pretty confidently, Odette is just gonna keep making her way up the hill.
Vivi will follow her.
Odette is just glad that we're on
Same
a
here.
path now and not in the mud.
Yes. Same here, my friendo.
Man, is it bad that I put in my notes after some exposition we make it to Telemy Hill? Is that bad?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's not untrue.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep making her way up. I like pretending that we're actually walking, so I'm going one step at a time, my brothers.
As you leave the damp of the bog, the sinking mud, now only leaving footsteps that follow your trail up the hill, your muscles strain as the hill only gets steeper. As you round up, just stop before the final tree.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yep.
As your feet crunch against the trodden dirt path beneath you, you'll hear as a low rumbling voice begins to echo from your left. Unexpectedly so, to the point where it takes you a second to pinpoint what it is that's actually speaking to you. And the voice will seemingly address you all and say,
Welcome to Telemy Hill, travellers. How long are you planning to stay?
Odette like looks around trying to see where that voice is coming from. And like she settles on her left and she's just like, uh uh until we free Sir Talavar from his cage, I suppose.
you'll realize that actually ever so slightly shifting uh, as it talks is actually the tree on your left. And it appears to be this almost awakened willow tree that is just ever so slightly swaying. There's no breeze, but it appears to do so as it speaks to you. That appears to be communicating with you here, Adet. And it will shift a little bit as you address it. And so
Then I presume you have come looking for Jingle Jangle.
Uh,
What is it you desire with our friend?
oh, Oz, turn around. Show them.
Oz turns around immediately. He does what he's told. I'm sorry. He's a good boy.
Very good boy. Our new friend here, I believe he is an acquaintance of Miss Jingle Jangle. He requested we bring him here to have him freed from this bird cage.
the tree will almost sway quite peacefully from side to side, the soothe of its leaves, almost calming as it appears to judge you all in abject perception, and says,
As long as you pose no threat to Jingle Jangle, you are welcome.
Of course.
There are things we shall inform you of our friend before you enter her den. Then,
the tree will pause, seemingly trying to grab all of your attentions before it continues to speak.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Please go on, friend.
Jingle Jangle is a friendly fellow. She collects keys and talks about them endlessly. She means no harm, is welcoming to visitors. She wears a coat of keys that jingle and jangle when she walks, hence her name. But do mind our surprise and protective nature. 3 days ago, while rooting through the swamp for truffles, she was attacked and robbed by brigands. She hasn't left her hilltop den here within Telemy Hill since returning,
Oh.
and I imagine that she must be pretty hungry. I'm sure she may be grateful if there's any food that you can spare her, but a visit from visitors who perhaps are willing to be amicable would be most welcome.
But of course, anyway, at all. I'm so sorry to hear about her predicament. Of course, if there's any way we can help, we will.
Do any of us have any food we could give her?
That's a great question.
I mean, nothing more than just survival rations, probably. I mean, unless I'd noticed you want it. Do you think we can give her anything else, or
Did anybody
Yeah.
take food from the carnival?
I mean, all
She
I
looks
have is
directly
all
at
I-
CL. But do continue what you were saying.
Sorry, someone was speaking, so.
Yee.
I was all Trillian would say is Trillian, but just basically just indicate all she has is rations on her.
Mm.
Yeah, Stella's going to look back, just look very dramatically, theatrically offended and go, "Excuse me, the food at the carnival is not to be stolen, so why would I take it?"
Okay, so what did you take?
Me?
Yes.
Nothing. I look like someone who plans.
So sorry, my mother called. I had to put my headset down for a second. I missed after us saying, hopefully someone's got food.
Yeah, we're
oh,
still talking food.
yeah, we're still talking
Yeah,
food.
That's
We're
alright, Ciel's
yeah.
just been being roasted, that's about all you missed.
Oh
Yeah.
no! What?
Odette kind of just went, did any of us take food from the carnival? And then she looked directly at CL.
Oh my god.
Again, the food at the
Brutal.
carnival is offered, so why would I take it? Why wouldn't you take it?
I'm a lady, and I have to show restraint, of course.
Of course. How
Do
could I
any of us
forget
have
about that?
rations?
I mean, yeah, I've
I
got
have
some
rations.
I
It's
think we
better
all
than
have
nothing.
rations,
I'm
right?
sure she's hungry enough.
That will have to do
Uh,
then.
I guess I have 7 rations, so I guess Trillian will take them all out of her probably a little pouch she has and just hold them up to her and say, do you want to? You're the one talking to her. Maybe you should take these and offer them up.
Oh, I was
But aren't
just
we all going up?
talking to the tree.
Oh,
I believe we're all going in the cave, Trillian.
oh, no, I mean, as in, I thought you were the one that would give the food to them.
Oh,
Or do you want to be? I don't know.
I believe in you, Trillian. I'm sure you can handle giving her food.
Well, in that case, Trillian is very nervously kind of like hoping nothing goes wrong. Is just going to try and just give the food to the tree.
Oh no, not the tree, darling.
Oh, not the tree. What do you mean not the tree?
No,
To
we need to
jingle
go.
jangle.
Jingle Jangle. You're not explaining this well. You just said the tree. Fine, sure to give it to Jingle Jangle.
We need to
How
go
am I
into
gonna
the
get-
cave.
Oh, we have to go into the
Oz
cave.
just points to the direction of the cave.
You're confusing Trillian. That's what's happening. She'll be like, oh, well then, let's go.
The tree just explained this.
It's all right, darling. It's all right. We'll go into the cave. We'll give the food to Jingle Jangle, and surely she will free Sir Televar.
Julian, did you hit your head when you went down earlier on in battle?
I mean, yes, I almost died, so please do forgive me.
No, I mean no ill will with that. Genuine concern is on Oz's face.
You space out for 1 second and missed the one thing that would make you not embarrass yourself. Oh well, yeah. Troska, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm a cleric. I know how to heal people. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
And I'm a paladin, and I'm just here to make sure people are okay.
But paladins just hit stuff.
Not necessarily all of
They
us,
also
excuse me.
protect.
So Vivi will look to Sir Talavar and just go, "We'll be on our way eventually. I promise."
I've been trying to go. Oz turns to Vivi and he's like, he puts his hands up, he's kind of exasperated.
Let's just go. Let's stop the conversation and let's go.
Oh,
You,
thank you,
as you
treat.
as you head up the path, you'll watch as the trees will almost wave you on with their branches careening down from the lofty height that they stand at to almost feel as if they coax you up towards the path, which flattens out towards a spiral like ramp which takes you over a bridge, and it is you'll see a just at the peak of it a keyhole-shaped entryway just across from a suspended wooden rope bridge. I'm just going to shuffle you all up here. There you go. Hello?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Were you going to say anything else, or we?
No, I'm done. I'm just waiting to see if you guys go across the bridge.
Sorry,
Oh.
I thought it was something else.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
Same. I think
I was...
we're all doing this for each other.
Yeah.
We're pausing at different moments. We'll get there, guys. We're still early on in the session stuff.
Okay. Odette is going to look at this rickety ass looking bridge and just very confidently walk across it. She's just gonna take a couple steps on. I'm assuming it's either gonna be perfectly fine or it's not gonna be perfectly fine, and I am welcome to both of them.
I actually think it's perfectly fine.
Wonderful.
JK, Odette
continues.
dies.
You can never tell with D&D.
Yeah, I can never tell. I can never look at a rickety bridge and go, this is either gonna break and I'll die, or this will be perfectly fine and we'll all be okay.
Yeah,
She
I
does
mean,
suggest they
across
walk
and I
across it
will,
one at a time,
here's the
though.
map.
yeah, seeing everyone else walking across, I'm sure Trillian will just go as well.
Mhm.
It's a short weep here, but we'll just all imagine that we're standing together close to it.
Yep. Making your way through where the shadows cloak this entryway, you'll enter through this keyhole down some worn stone steps that lead you down into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly in here, and you detect a salt scent of iron in the air. Let me just actually move this map now. There we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. From a distant spot within the chamber, sputtering candles illuminate a multitude of keys dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. Hundreds of other keys lie strewn across the dirt floor in the distance. Sorry, I actually need to put you... You go past this bit. Go past this bit. Sorry, this map is not one that's included with the module, so it is a little bit... Where do you come out? I'm just going to have you come down here. O-ship dance. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'll continue. I was just trying to figure out where I need to put you on this map.
It's all good. Take your time.
If you take in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a flail that has padlocks for heads. You'll watch from as you just make your way through the path leading down into her den, separate from your height and hers by a worn wooden ladder. She'll turn up to you, managing a faint smile, with seemingly a glint of hope in her eyes, noticing that she's got visitors, and you'll just hear her say,
Welcome, friends. How might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?
Oh,
Baby!
Precious.
Evie will call down towards Jingle Jangle and go, "Ah, yes, Jingle Jangle. I believe we have a friend of yours who's inconveniently stuck in a cage that you might have the key for."
you
But
just hear
most
Sir Talbot
importantly,
say,
you must be hungry.
No, I don't, I don't personally know her, I just know of her. She's quite the figure around here, you see. And, she'll gesture for you to come over. She says,
Oh, but please do feel free to come down the ladder and join me. It's been a while since I've had any guests. I'm sorry the place isn't tidier.
Oh, she's precious.
Yeah, Vivi will sort of call back and go, "Oh, nonsense! It's a pleasure to see you." And she will kind of jot her down and give her a very sweet wave and sort of gesture for everyone else to come down.
Odette.
Oz follows.
Yeah, Odette doesn't want anyone looking up her skirt, so she's just gonna go next.
People will kind of just find it a bit strange but not say anything because she doesn't know why you're doing it. Just go out down after you.
Yeah, Vivi will sort of gesture to whoever has the cage on them.
Me, I turn round.
Uh,
But,
yeah.
As
should
you-
we give her the food first? Sorry, I interrupted someone. My bad. My
No, you're right.
Discord's
No, it's just the Discord delay in general. It's no one's fault. As you come down the ladder, Barbara, terribly sorry to have her chuck this on you, as this is as you come down the steps. Very carefully as it creaks beneath you, you'll safely land onto the bottom of her den. This mostly barren and not very interesting looking place that she's taking up residence. There's a couple of wooden shelves, crates, and chests lying about. Things aren't terribly tidy. A very worn looking wooden bed at the end of the den, and a couple of sconces lit by some torches which keep you a little bit more illuminated now as you come down to join her. There are trees that sprout up like the ones overhead. No, these trees aren't supposed to be here. My bad, hold on, wait. Wrong layer! Here we go, these things go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, join yourselves, don't do the thing. Second tree, and then these needs to just disappear. There we go. Ignore the trees. I thought they were part of the map, I'm such an idiot!
No.
You'll watch as you come down the ladder to join her in this very seemingly bleak looking den that seems cozy enough for just a single goblin. She will give you almost a little curtsy with what little worn fabric she's wearing on her, and she will say,
Jingle Jangle is pleased to meet so many new friends, and an honor to be in the presence of His Highness.
and she will do a little curtsy that mostly feels like it's offered up to CL, weirdly, from the back.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
He
That's going to
kind
be
of
an
steps ahead of you.
unseen question.
Oh no, it's she'll explain. She'll tilt her head and say,
Jingle Jangle notices that you, well, maybe it is not visible to those visiting from outside the Feywild, but a magical feeling about you that feels like it.
she does like a motion atop her head that feels like she's gesturing to like a crown, and you objectively realize that the shape that she's making looks like the top of the witchlight vein. And if you remember what the witchlight vein looked like, it had like a little bit of like a crown shape at the top of it.
And Jingle Jangle will say, Jingle Jangle apologizes for the confusion. Jingle Jangle knows that here in Prismere, we are very aware of the Witchlight Carnival, and those who are crowned the...
I need the name of it. 1 second.
And those who are crowned the Witchlight Monarch. Jingle Jangle senses that you've held the Witchlight vein, which makes you the Witchlight Monarch.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. For a second, you got me very scared. Zelda's going to just almost half like chuckle, going, "Yeah, sure. That might as well be true, indeed. I did indeed hold that vein for quite a while."
You just hear Sir Talabar from where he sat on his back go, "What? No one told me we were in the presence of royalty. I would have been more upstanding."
I am, I am very humble about it. You see, did not like the
Apparently so. You did not even think to introduce yourself as a monarch of sorts. Ah, blimey. I hope Titania is not displeased with me about this one.
I'm sure I can convince her to spare you.
You'll turn back to Jingle Jangle now and say,
Well, what is it that Jingle Jangle can do for new friends?
Do you perhaps happen to have a key that we could use to free Sir Talavar here? Um, we believe the key fell from a hot air balloon in around the swampy area near the crooked tower, the slanty tower.
Oh, I do. Jingle Jangle found this key near Slanty Tower. Better you should have it than those long-eared brigands. First they stole Jingle Jangle's truffles, next they'll want Jingle Jangle's keys. Someone ought to give them a good shaking down so they know what it feels like.
why did my Alexa just go off? I'm really sorry if anyone heard that.
no.
That was really fucking strange. Jesus, what? Hello?
I heard a
Oh, no.
robotic
What?
voice and
That
got
was so
really
weird.
confused.
Oh god.
I'm as confused as you are. What? She will go through. Sorry, that was really fucking. She will go through her coat and seemingly pluck out a key, which appears to be quite ornate, matching the embellishments on the silver cage of holding Sir Talabar within. She will hand it to you, Adette.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. In return for this, we heard from the trees outside that you haven't been able to leave your cave for quite some time. We have some rations of our own if you would like some. She turns to Trillian, and like beckons her forward to give the rations to Jingle Jangle, while she also asks Oz to turn around again.
So Trillian will
Oz
kind of
turns
just like
her
have
around.
Trillian will have the rations in her hand. She'll just kind of like just hold them out, but like her shoulder's a bit high. She's a little nervous, and she just kind of like gets as close as she feels comfortable to Jingle Jangle. I hope Jingle Jangle just takes it. So it's just kind of like just here. And it's like
Her eyes will.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Her eyes will sparkle like the night sky as she marvels at these rations that you've offered her. There is a bright smile that begins to spread across her face as she looks upon the rations, and she like nods very slowly. She takes them from you, and she says,
Oh, thank you so much. Jingle Jangle was digging for truffles in the swamps when a bunch of Harringons leapt out from behind the reeds and shrubbery. They took Jingle Jangle's truffles, threw Jingle Jangle down in the mud, and whacked Jingle Jangle with their wooden clubs. Jingle Jangle was very sad, but with these rations now, Jingle Jangle will be fed, and thus Jingle Jangle will be pleased. Thank you, friends.
Of course. I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but I do believe we had a run-in with those brigands. And Trillian here definitely gave them what for. She says this whilst unlocking the cage as well, by the way.
"Yep." You'll notice that the key does, in fact, fit perfectly into the lock, and it will turn around with a very brief click allowing you to open it and free Sir Talabar.
Hey.
Jingle Jangle will continue and say,
I don't know if Ronnie's cut out or.
"No, I was reading something. Sorry."
Okay, that's fine.
Jingle Jangle hates those foul brigands. Jingle Jangle will tell new friends some important information if new friends would like to know.
Of course.
Jingle Jangle knows not why friends have come to Prismere, but it is a bad time to be in Prismere. Agdon Longscarf is the leader of the Harangon Brigands. He wears a bright blue scarf and moves as fast as lightning. If you head towards Brigand's Tollway, you might find him there. Brigand's Tollway is a series of old wooden catwalks that circle a giant tree stump. The brigands camp atop the stump because it gives them advantage of high ground. If friends have come to hither in Prismere looking for something, then it is typically what people come to Prismere for. The best guide in hither is a pincer-clawed scarecrow, friend of Jingle Jangle's. His name is Clapperclaw. He hangs around Downfall, and he knows the way to the neighbouring realm of Thither. It is ruled by a hag named Granny Nightshade. But Jingle Jangle is scared of the Hourglass Coven hags. Jingle Jangle does not even want to say their names.
Thank you very much for telling us this, Jingle Jangle. That is very helpful.
So, Jingle Jangle nods, seemingly with gratitude, and says,
You are very welcome. You have lifted Jingle Jangle's spirits with gifts of food and of news that the Harangon Brigands have perhaps been somewhat suffered at your own hands. And for that, Jingle Jangle is pleased.
she will give you all another very cheerful smile, her eyes closed seemingly from the joy she's feeling, so gleeful at the company that she has and the fact that she has food. You'll notice that she's begun to snack on the rations almost ravenously in your
Aw.
presence.
I love her.
Bless her. Evie kind of gives her a sort of smile and says, "Well, it's wonderful to see a friendly face here, as well as the trees outside that brought us to you, because the little brigands were the first beings we encountered when we arrived here and demanded we give them a memory of ours. It was quite unpleasant until Trillian scared the little blighters, but it's always wonderful to see a friendly face here, and for that I am grateful, and I'm certain the rest of us are as well."
Of course.
Jingle Jangle does not like the Harangon Brigands. Jingle Jangle is sorry that you had to experience that. But should you ever encounter them again, Jingle Jangle will perhaps be satisfied to know that the abuse that I suffered at the hands of the Harangon Brigands has maybe been avenged by friends who deserve their own vengeance.
I love
You don't
her.
have to mask it so well to just ask us to beat them up. We can just do it.
Jingle Jangle does not want for violence, but given what has happened to Jingle Jangle will be very pleased. Jingle Jangle believes it would teach them a well-needed lesson.
I respect her so much. I love her.
I love her.
But I mean, surely with how we've already dealt with them, we don't need to go to violence. We can probably find just, if we go back to them, I'm sure they'll be more willing to talk, especially if I, happen to be in front. I don't think they'll like that, but don't have to attack them. Could always just threaten them more, maybe.
Jingle Jangle is afraid that if they are maybe not taught the hard way, they will keep committing crimes.
And we can't have that, obviously.
But I mean, you're not exactly teaching them anything if they're dead. Like,
We're
there's no lesson to
not
learn
killing
when they're.
them, Trillian. You're
You said
jumping
attack
into
them!
the opportunities.
We're talking about attacking them. Realistically speaking, it could happen.
No, just don't use a sword.
I don't even have a sword.
Well, then don't use it. Just beat them up. You don't need to make them into a bloody pulp. Gosh, woman,
Oh.
you're a beast.
We could
You're
make
good
them
by the-
suffer. She's smiling. We could make them
No,
suffer.
this is even more reason not to do it. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it.
We could also just steal all their stuff and just bring it to Jingle Jangle.
Well,
Sorry, Odette is displeased with what Trevian just said.
Vivi looks over at Jingle Jangle again and says, "Well, what of their leader? What's his temperament? Is he a good Harangon, or is he a petty criminal like them, or such?"
Jingle Jangle thinks Agdon Lonsgoth is a mischievous no-gooder, but Agdon is also coward. If you are able to somehow grab hold of his scarf, then Agdon would have no reason but to perhaps beg for your mercy. Perhaps Agdon may know what it is you are looking for. Why have friends come to Prismere anyway?
Well, we've lost something,
Or someone.
each of us,
I'm also
or
here to guide them.
something.
I've never been here though.
Yes, all of us are new here.
Allegedly.
As far as I
To
know.
our knowledge.
Jingle Jangle raises an eyebrow and tilts her head, seemingly in curiosity, and she says,
Well, if friends are looking for something, then maybe possible that has something to do with the Hourglass Coven. If you were to find Clapperclaw in Hither, then maybe Clapperclaw would be a good guide towards what friends were looking for.
I'm sure that will be very helpful. Jingle Jangle. We did all have a shared dream. Or at least you all did, right? Something about the hags?
Yes, I do recall that.
I remember one of them, the pool of water with toad-like features and being bathed.
I remember a voice telling me precisely that I would know the lands they sit, and that they know that we are coming. Surely nothing threatening at all in that.
Hmm.
Jingle Jangle frowns for a moment and says,
Jingle Jangle thinks that sounds scary, but new friends here appear to be unharmed and brave, and have been very noble in rescuing other friends, but also in coming to give Jingle Jangle food. Jingle Jangle thinks that if you are to face the Hourglass Coven, then perhaps you will need to have no fear at all. Maybe they have what it is you're looking for.
Maybe fear should be the thing that we should have lost. Would have made a better deal.
Jingle Jangle looks at you all seemingly with a sense of wonderment and awe in her eyes. She's kept this very cheerful smile upon her face, and she says,
Well, thank you for coming to see Jingle Jangle, friends. Is there anything that friends need before they need to leave on their journey?
Oh, when we were in the swampy area near the slanty tower, our friends here, Vivi and Oz, they were afflicted with some gas from the river. Do you know of any way we could rid them of what is plaguing them?
Oh,
Yeah,
Jingle
Vivi
Jangle
will get her
believes
arms
that
out. Oh, sorry.
swampy marshland is sometimes dangerous with marsh bubbles that pop and release air that smells like old cheese. Jingle Jangle believes that if friends have a long rest, then, a good night's sleep, definitely a well-earned one, the affliction should go away with by the next morning.
If that's the case, Jingle
May we
Jangle,
rest here?
do you know a place where we could rest safely for this night?
Jingle Jangle thinks for a moment,
holding a hand to her chin. She says, Jingle Jangle believes that if you could find the walking inn, that you may be able to take up lodging there. But walking inn is difficult to find. Is always travelling across hither, going somewhere else. Can be tricky, especially when sinking in swamp. But Jingle Jangle is very grateful for what friends have brought her this day. If Jingle Jangle would like to offer that if friends need somewhere to rest their heads, maybe it is not warm and maybe it is not comfy, but friends are welcome to use Jingle Jangle's den to rest if they would like.
Oh.
Oh,
As long as you do not mind the jingle jangle of keys.
of course not. I thank you very kindly. Jingle Jangle. Is everyone okay with that? Would you like to take up residence here for this evening?
Of course. Thank you very much.
It's most kind of you, Jingle Jangle. Thank you so much. I think a well-earned rest is definitely something we all deserve.
She nods, seemingly quite pleased at the prospect of having some sort of sleepover here, and she'll pad up to. She'll pad her over to just between you both, Ivy and Trillian. She's quite small. I'd say she's about half your height, if not a little bit shorter. The jingle of her keys moving as she steps over to you, and she'll produce another key from her coat, and she says she gives it to you, Vivi, and she says,
Jingle Jangle does not need this key anymore, but Jingle Jangle believes that the key might be useful later on. It maybe seems like a mystery to Jingle Jangle, but something tells Jingle Jangle that this key might be best left with you.
and she'll give it to you. It's just a
Aw.
9 key.
Yeah, Vivi will sort of eye up the key and things. There's a sort of wondrous glint in her eyes as she looks at Jingle Jangle and goes, wow, thank you. And I shall keep it safe and sound. You never know what keys may be able to unlock in the future, and this one's certainly intriguing. Thank you, my friend.
You're most welcome. Jingle Jangle is very pleased to know that friends are willing to sleep over. Jingle Jangle is filled with glee for the first time in what feels like forever.
And I will let you all have a long rest here. So please feel go ahead and feel free to do that on your sheets. And as per Barbara's request, because I do not want you to feel like you've got to be here, I will close out the session if that's all good with everyone.
Of course.
How do
Yeah.
you do that? See a long rest? How do you do it on your sheet?
So see on your character sheet, at the very top to the right, beside your hit
Oh,
points
long.
and all of that. Yeah,
Okay, got it. Sorry.
don't apologize.
Make sure that you scroll down to the bottom of it. There is a couple of tick boxes that aren't immediately obvious that say recover like resources or I think it's health or something. But I don't think any of you really lost any health in the last one that you'll have to do that. Okay, right, wonderful. I will close this out here then on the lovely end of a very wholesome interaction with Jingle Jangle here. Very sweet little goblin.
Yippee!
All right. So, as your journey across hither appears to only grow more intriguing, now having adopted 2 new companions in the form of Sir Talavar and a friend in the form of Jingle Jangle, you wonder where all of this is leading you to. Your journey into Prismere has promised you very little, with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's lasting word that everything that you're looking for lies on the other side of the Hall of Illusions. Stepping through and finding yourselves within the Feywild has been most unexpected. But something within all of your hearts tells you that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. With that still needing to reveal itself, it only leaves you in a world of mystery where the mythical land of the Feywild surrounds you as a magical world begins to unfurl before you. Wondering where it is you're supposed to be looking for what it is you've lost and who you should be looking for it for has left you little answers. But seemingly they all point towards an area called Downfall, supposedly where the one hag of the Hourglass Coven known as Bavlorna Brightstraw appears to have taken residence, with an intrinsic feeling that you need to, from whatever means, leave the Feywild, along with find what it is you've lost. It only can pull you towards the perhaps last remaining locations on your map. And not knowing exactly where you're going, but with this innate feeling that you're heading in the right direction, some of you perhaps more intrinsically pulled than others, at least for now in hither, you'll hope that as a group together, unified by your magical and martial prowess in combat, and perhaps the verge of almost losing one of you, that sticking together and finding your way through this mysterious world is all that will keep you together as you look for what it is you've lost and seek to free, as the owners of the Witchlight Carnival, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, said, find the outer corner and free the dormant queen at last. How your involvement in that will play out and what exactly the Feywild wants of you as much as you want of it is yet to be determined, but you're discovering clearly a path that lies ahead of you. How you'll tread on it and tread off it, well, we'll have to see next time we come back to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and that'll be our session for this evening. Thank you, everyone.
Let's go.
This was great. Thank you.
Yeah! Thank you so much,
Thank you
lovely.
so
That
much.
was
I had
so great.
so much fun. And thank you to everyone in chat as well for staying along for the journey with everyone.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
Well done, you guys
we
actually
couldn't do it
fought
without our
something.
amazing DM.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. We fought something and I got fucking bodied.
It's okay.
I got you, bud. It's okay. It's okay. Besties for life.
We clerics are rather squishy.
It's funny because I put the Shield of Faith on VV expecting her
I
to
know.
attack. And
Yeah.
the snake's like, no.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, because you hit the snake, not Vivi.
Only a light tap.
You set it on
Yeah,
fire,
with
love.
17 damage guiding bolt.
I didn't usually. Technically, it's radiant damage. Doesn't set it on fire. It just.
Sorry, you just
know,
used the
totally
full
fine.
unconcentrated power of the sun.
I was hoping
Yeah.
you'd say that.
Oh, but no, this is really good. Thank
Alright,
you,
love, so I'll go ahead.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. I will go ahead and close out my stream. Have a good night, everyone. Sleep well, and thank you, May, once more for collaborating.
Yeah.